and DeAndre Ayton. Morant, who's got 6 and 2 assists, gives for a curling Dylan Brooks around a big screen from Adams into the lane. A running right-handed finger roll is good. What a pass by Morant, and what a cut off the screen by Brooks around the Adams screen.
Yeah, tough finish in traffic.
So Shamet with it, top of the arc, getting the start today. Drives at Brooks, puts on the brakes, gives for Ayton. Straightaway 17-footer, rattles in. Just crawled over the front of the iron, and Ayton has 10 in the first half.
I mean, he's doing a good job of reading the defense, Eric. Sometimes he's popping, sometimes he's rolling to the basket.
Morant walks right into a left wing three and buries it. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board for Ja Morant. Grizzlies cut the lead back down to 1, 55-54. Morant now with 9.
Yeah, taking with the defense, Gibson.
Shamet feeds for Ayton. At the foul line extended. Ayton holding. Gives for Torrey Craig. High-scoring game so far. 55-54 Suns. Shamet to the left baseline. Pull up 16-footer. He shot at 18. It's an air ball and rebounded by Morant. His first rebound of the game. Grizzlies with 16 rebounds. Suns with 13. Morant, a 3 for the lead. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Ja Morant's got 4 triples in the first half.
Oh, he's feeling it, Eric. I mean, they're going under that pick and roll. You know, that's what they want him to shoot. It's good that he has the confidence to step up and take those shots.
Torrey Craig to the left sideline for Shamet. Gives up top DeAndre Ayton. Ayton back to Shamet. He'll give for a Kogi. He'll try another one. This one's going to miss. Adams the rebound. Adams looking for Morant. We'll give it to him on the left side of the floor. 4:12 left in the first half. Grizzlies have regained the lead. 57-55. Morant around an Adams screen. Downhill at Ayton. Into the paint. Little floater over the 7-footer is no good. We get a whistle and a foul. And the foul's on who? They call a loose ball foul on Steven Adams. What did Adams do?
Maybe caught him with an elbow or something like that.
Well, still down on the ground is Josh Okogie, and so a timeout has been called. We'll take a quick break. Grizzlies leading by 2. Adams will pick up the foul. It'll be Suns ball when we return on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
I'm with John Burgos from the world-famous Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948.
Brett, I want to talk about our seasoning and sauce today. Our sauce is a great blend of sweet, mustard, and vinegar. It's good on so many items other than barbecue. It's good on pizza. People use it in lieu of ketchup. But our seasoning is the original dry rub, created by my father using a mixture of Greek and Cajun spices. People think our sauce and seasoning are good just during the grilling season. Nothing could be further from the truth. It's good year-round. Our seasoning is good on fish, chicken, deviled eggs, corn on the cob, French fries. People even put a dash in a Bloody Mary. To get a complete list of all of our recipes using our products, go to hogsfly.com, click recipes, and you'll see 50 wonderful items and dishes. And Brett, our sauce and seasoning is available at most grocery stores, and if they don't have it, please remind your grocer to stock it. And our slaw is also available at most Kroger stores.
Thank you, John. The Rendezvous, Mr. Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948 and celebrating its 75th year.
Grizzlies lead the Suns 57-55 with 4:03 to play in the first half. Get your tickets now for the Grizzlies' annual Faith and Family Night on Sunday, February 5th, when the Grizzlies take on the Toronto Raptors at 5 p.m. Fans will enjoy a post-game worship with Bluff City Praise led by Effie Johnson, as well as a faith-based Q&A with Grizzlies forward Jake LaRavia. Visit grizzgroups.com/faith and family for more information and to purchase your tickets today. Eric?
4:03 remaining, and they reviewed it for a flagrant foul, and they can't overturn it. But if you watch the replay, I don't even think Steven Adams committed the foul. I think Okogie just tripped over his own feet, fell down, and then tripped up Adams, and the Grizzlies don't challenge it. It's Suns ball, but it's not a flagrant foul. Saban Lee in the game. Okogie, I think, took a bloody nose, so he's in the back with a towel getting treatment from former Grizzly head athletic trainer David Crew. Lee on the left wing, drives into the paint. 2 steps into the paint, fires to the right wing for Damian Lee, and he buries a triple.
And like I said, I just think that our wing guys are getting too far from their wing guys, Eric. So once they penetrate and kick, it's a long run. Either they have an open look or they're able to get into the seams easily and then kick back out for other guys with wide open threes.
Puts the Suns back up by 1, 58-57, 3:25 remain here in the first half. Morant with a screen on his left from Adams. Stops, fires a left wing 3. He's got 5 in the first half. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Morant's got 15 in the first half.
I like it.
9 in the quarter. All 5 of his field goals are from beyond the arc. Saban Lee around a screen from Ayton. Gives to Ayton at the foul line. Morant right up on him. Ayton got away with a travel. Kicks it out Bridges. Right sideline, Damian Lee. Lee, a baseball pass to Torrey Craig. He'll tee up a three that's no good. Long rebound to Dylan Brooks. Brooks will bring it up the right side. Grizzlies up by 2. Brooks attacks it. Craig gets to the window, lays it up with the left hand. Offensive rebound on the finger roll by Adams, and he'll feed it off the glass and into the bucket. Steven Adams grabbed the miss from Dylan Brooks, thought about the pass out. Everybody backed away, and he lays it up and in.
Great decision by Steven Adams.
Adams with his second basket. He's got 4, 62-58. Lee to the right side for DeAndre Ayton. Off to Torrey Craig. Craig pump fakes. Now he'll fire a three. In and out. Rebound grab by Zaire Williams. Ahead for Morant. Morant on a high step. Goes at Bridges. Spins. Hangs. Floats. Scores. First team all defense for Mikal Bridges, and Morant gets the better of him there. Grizzlies lead by 6. 17 for Morant as he hollers to the crowd and says, let me hear you here on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration game. 64-58. Grizzlies by 6. Quick timeout on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
It's flu season. Protect yourself and loved ones with a seasonal flu shot from the Shot Nurse. Plus, to save yourself a trip, you can safely get the flu shot at the same time as other vaccines, including the latest bivalent COVID-19 booster. And the flu shot is free with most insurance. Get the protection you need with a personal touch at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy.
Protection you need with a personal touch. The Shot Nurse. No, my first name ain't baby. It's Janet. Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Janet Jackson presents Together Again. A celebration of hits, plus brand new music live in concert. With special guest Ludacris. FedEx Forum, Saturday, April 29th. Get tickets now at livenation.com. For more, visit janetjackson.com.
Grizzlies lead the Suns 64-58 with 2:15 to play in the first half. The Professional Bull Riders Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour rides into FedEx Forum Saturday, February 18th. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.com or at the FedEx Forum box office. Eric?
Thank you very much, Jessica Benson. Grizzlies right now are on a nice little run. They pushed the lead back in their favor. With 7 straight, they lead by 6, 64-58. Lead of the top 4, Damian Lee. Saban Lee finding Damian Lee, no relation. Damian Lee bounces across the lane to the left corner for Torrey Craig. Craig attacks into the lane and lays it up and in. Nice hard dribble by Torrey Craig, and in traffic, able to elevate and score. Yep. 64-60, Suns shooting 53.7%. Grizzlies 56.1%. Morant out to Jackson. Open right wing 3. No good. Rebound tapped home by Steven Adams. Adams, 3 of 3 tonight. He's got 6 points and 5 rebounds after that tap home. And the Grizzlies with 90 seconds remaining lead by 6, 66-60. Craig from the top. Kicks right sideline, Saban Lee. 10 on the shot clock. He drives with the left hand, tries to Euro step at Morant and catches him right in the chops with a step through move with an elbow to the face. Morant took a hard hit there.
Yeah, no question.
So,
in that last possession, great shot, great spacing one, but great shot by Jaren Jackson Jr. Eric, a wide open 3-point shot. Again, leaving Steven Adams on the offensive glass to tip that ball in.
So Morant will come into the front court, picked up by Bridges, gets bumped by Damian Lee, loses the handle, gets it back. 7 on the shot clock. Morant gives it for Jackson. Jackson going to work it in on Torrey Craig to the baseline. Powered it up onto the glass. Craig with excellent defense, and Jackson missed the shot. Good defense by Torrey Craig on a bigger player right there. Craig has made his calling card in this league on the defensive end of the floor. He'll drive on the offensive side this time to the high right post. Kicks it out, foul line extended for 8 with 45 seconds in the half. Turnaround right-handed hook from 12 over Adams is good. Tough shot for DeAndre Ayton, who's got 12. Grizzlies will look for a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better offensively.
37 seconds remain in the half. Morant will launch another 3. No good this time. Did it for the 2-for-1. Suns will come back the other way, down 4, 66-62. So Shamet into the front court, picked up by Dylan Brooks. Shamet dribbling back and forth, Working in on Brooks, kicks it out left wing Bridges. Bridges will drive. Morant reached at it. As Bridges banks one up and in, gets fouled. He'll get one more. Bridges is 5 for 5 for 11 points, 5 assists, and has a chance to make this a 1-point game.
Yeah, he's played well. Again, off the dribble. This team, much like the Golden State Warriors, Eric, a lot of guys that can penetrate, pitch. That time, Bridges was able to put the basketball on the floor, get by Morant, the first line of defense, and then shoot that little floater. And they called a foul on Steven Adams, but nobody touched him. Now you got to challenge that. Steven Adams didn't touch him. John reached out the basketball and nobody touched him.
Wow, I don't know about that one. Zaire Williams was going to check in. Boy, that's Mark Davis making another mistake.
Well, and that's 2 calls. I mean, the one on Des Bane in the early in the second quarter, Eric, or at the end of the first quarter, that wasn't a foul. And then Steven Adams gets a foul here. And they cost us three points both times.
Yep. Wow, that one would have been 2. It just wouldn't have been an and one. But yeah.
Well, I mean, it's 3. They counted the basket and then plus that and then.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he still would have got the basket if there was no foul. Is what I'm saying. I don't think it was a foul on. As the free throw is good, Suns had a foul to give. Morant gets bumped and fouled. 4.7 seconds left. Yeah, I didn't think that there should have been an and one, but yeah, the other one was 3. You're right. And
yeah, it cost us 3 points both times. You know, that's just. I mean, but nothing to do about it.
Nope. Got to press on. And the Grizzlies will try to do that here. Brooks inbounding from the sideline now with 4.7 after the take foul. Inbounds for Bane. Bane pump fakes twice. Drives, running right-hand floater. Comes up short. Adams taps it home with 0.2 of a second remaining. Steven Adams, 8 points, 7 rebounds, and that'll bring the first half to a close. 68-65, Grizzlies lead by 3 as the Grizzlies take the 3-point lead on the tap home by Steven Adams. We'll come back with tonight's Grizzlies halftime show. Scores from around the NBA as well as your first half highlights as the Grizzlies trail by as many as 11 in the first half and lead by 3 going to the break. 68-65, Grizzlies on top of the break. Jessica Benson has tonight's Grizzlies halftime show. She'll be up next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's the end of the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime show coming up next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
It's time to discover your new Kia at Gossett Kia Covington Pike and Gossett Kia South in Memphis. From 23 Kia Stinger with amplified power and high performance to 23 Telluride with upscale interior and rugged exterior, or the all-new electric Kia EV6 5-passenger crossover with up to 310 miles of EPA estimated all-electric range on a single charge, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So think Gossett Kia for your next adventure. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See Kia.com for details.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. Thinking about gas mileage? If your check engine light is on, it may be affecting your MPGs, but the free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help. With the most complete free warning light report backed by technician-verified fixes, you'll know what's affecting your gas mileage and more, and you don't have to drive too far to find the fix. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service is available at all 6,200 stores.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
See details at AutoZone.com.
Hungry as a bear? Grizzlies fans can score big by ordering their favorite combos. If you pick up the Crunchwrap Supreme Combo from your local Taco Bell through January 24th, you'll score a key tag good for a free seasoned beef crunchy or soft taco on future visits. What's better than a Grizzlies win? Free tacos at Taco Bell. Stop by today to get yours. Available at participating Memphis area Taco Bell locations while supplies last. Free item valid per disclaimer on back of key tag.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel each morning as your business gets up and running. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and your insurance companies have you and your business covered. At Insurance Office of America, we work with you to make sure that no matter what comes your way, you're ready. Call IOA today at 1-800-243-6899 and speak with an agent. At IOA, we've got you covered.
It's time for the halftime show. We break down the first half of tonight's action with highlights and stats. Plus, we'll update all of the scores and news from around the NBA.
Welcome into the Memphis Grizzlies halftime show. Jessica Benson with you here at the break as the Grizzlies lead the Suns 68-65 on this MLK Day celebration game. John Morant leading all scorers with 17 points. He's 5 of 8 from 3. That is one shy of his career high in made threes in a game. He's had 6 before already with 5 in the first half. Desmond Bane right behind him with 14 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Steven Adams and Jaren Jackson Jr. both with 8 points apiece. Steven Adams 8.7 rebounds, all 8 of his points coming on second chance opportunities created by himself. Dylan Brooks with 4 points rounding out the starting 5. Brandon Clark 6 points off the bench. Grizzlies bench getting outscored 26-17 in that first half. The Suns, who are shorthanded tonight, no Devin Booker, no Chris Paul, along with Cam Johnson, Cam Payne, but DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges, both with 12 points apiece to lead Phoenix. The Grizzlies have 1 more made field goal, 2 more made threes, and 1 fewer made free throws in that first half. 25 of 48 from the field, 52% shooting for the Grizzlies, 9 of 20 from 3, and 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Grizzlies out rebounding the Suns 23-15 in that first half. And it's a 3-point Grizzlies lead, up 68-65. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have first half highlights. We'll also catch you up on scores from around a very busy day in the NBA. You're listening to the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs, the toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It would be East Memphis Ace Hardware, locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station. It's your place to fix those everyday things that need taken care of. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I've covered my share of disasters, and I can tell you the people of Service Master by Cornerstone are the experts when it comes to disaster cleanup. They use all modern methods to repair the damage, be it a home gutted by fire or a 5-story commercial building racked by storm damage, with a laser focus on getting your home or commercial building back to normal. Service Master by Cornerstone has the respect of risk insurance adjusters and emergency contractors. It will save your business or home. Make the wise choice for disaster cleanup. Service Master by Cornerstone.
This season, Let It Fly Sports Bar is your NBA headquarters. Catch all the Grizzlies games and more. Let It Fly Sports Bar is giving the Memphis area a unique dining experience while giving access to tons of sports channels in high definition. Founded by Mike Miller, former standout for the Memphis Grizzlies, Let It Fly captures the energy of what Memphis sports is all about. Let It Fly Sports Bar, 9091 Poplar in Germantown. Check out the great menu and more at letitflymemphis.com. Go Grizzlies.
I often say that the best time of year at Oak Hall is the holidays. And it's a great time of year. But I want to correct myself, because the best time of year is the semi-annual sale directly after the holidays. And it is going on now. The same beautiful clothing, the same helpful people, all of that, plus some of the best prices of the year. Men's and women's fall and winter clothing on sale now at the semi-annual sale at Oak Hall.
Welcome back into the Memphis Grizzlies halftime show here at FedEx Forum, where Aloe Black is performing on this MLK Day celebration game as the Grizzlies lead the Suns 68-65 at the break. Let's take a listen to some of the first half highlights. Desmond Bane with a saucy step back 3 to pull the Grizzlies back within 3 early on, trailed 15-12.
And the Grizzlies will bring it into the front court. Morant gets a screen from Jackson, drops it off left wing Bane. Bane on the attack. Step back. Right wing 3 on the way. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Big time shot over a great defender in Mikal Bridges. And Bane cuts the lead in half.
Later in the second quarter, John Morant hits a 3 to tie the game up at 17-all.
Morant on the right wing, keeping his dribble in his left hand. Comes to his left around an Adams screen. Steps in. Steps out. Straightaway 3. We're tied. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board as Morant hits his second 3 of the ball game. And the Grizzlies and Suns knotted up at 17 apiece.
When John Morant hits 2 step-back threes early in the first quarter, you know he's feeling himself for that kind of a game. Suns would lead 36-29 after that first quarter. Phoenix shot 68% from the field. Grizzlies 50% from the field as Desmond Bane led all scorers at that point with 12 points. Second unit creating a little bit of a comeback for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama finds Brandon Clark for the emphatic jam. Grizzlies down 1, 48-47.
Clark feeds for Aldama, gets it back, and he rocks the rim with a two-handed jam. Great give and go. Clark gave it to the baseline left. Aldama gave it back to Clark, and he jams with two hands. It's back down to a one-point game.
And John Morant with not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 made threes in that first half. This one gave the Grizzlies the lead, up 60-58.
58-57, 3:25 remain here in the first half. Morant with a screen on his left from Adams. Stops, fires a left wing three. He's got 5 in the first half. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Morant's got 15 in the first half.
And the Grizzlies have a 3-point lead at the break, up 68-65. John Morant leading all scorers with 17 points, 5 of 8 from the three-point line, 6 of 13 from the field. When we come back, we'll catch you up on scores from around the NBA, plus the second half between the Grizzlies and the Suns still ahead here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Don't miss your Grizzlies today at 5 p.m. for the 21st annual Martin Luther King Jr. game when they take on the Phoenix Suns, presented by Ford and your Mid-South Ford dealers. Secure your tickets today by calling 901-888-HOOP or by visiting Grizzlies.com.
43%. That's how much of the average home's utilities are spent on heating and cooling. Is your system over 10 years old? Is your energy usage going up? Do you have temperature or humidity issues? If you said yes to any of these, it's time to consider a new home comfort system from Landmark Heating and Air. With product shortages and price increases forecasted to continue into next year, a planned replacement has never been more important. Schedule your no-cost consultation with Landmark Heating and Air today at 901-365-4260.
Ooh-wee, the Grizz are on fire this year, John.
And they aren't the only team on fire.
You're right about that. The team at Tops just launched a limited time offer. Get this, Tops Fire Braised Chicken with Memphis White Sauce.
Pulled chicken, seared over an open flame, piled high on a Tops bun, and drizzled with a special Memphis White Sauce that's creamy and tangy with a little Memphis kick.
Put the Tops Fire Braised Chicken with Memphis White Sauce in your starting lineup today.
Available now at Tops Poplar, State Line, and Fraser locations, and more to come. This season, Let It Fly Sports Bar is your NBA headquarters. Catch all the Grizzlies games and more. Let It Fly Sports Bar is giving the Memphis area a unique dining experience while giving access to tons of sports channels in high definition. Founded by Mike Miller, former standout for the Memphis Grizzlies, Let It Fly captures the energy of what Memphis sports is all about. Let It Fly Sports Bar, 9091 Poplar in Germantown. Check out the great menu and more at letitflymemphis.com. Go Grizzlies.
The toughest sport on dirt is back for an all-new 2023 season. See the Cowboys at the PBR Pendleton Whiskey Velocity Tour, live at FedEx Forum at the Bluff City Classic, February 18th. Tickets on sale now at PBR.com or Ticketmaster.
Welcome back into the Memphis Grizzlies halftime show. The Grizzlies lead the Suns 68-65 at the break. One of 9 games. Walker Kessler became the first Jazz rookie in franchise history to have a 20-20 game. Kessler with 20 points and 21 rebounds in the win for Utah. The Celtics beat the Hornets 131-18. Jason Tatum, just a casual 51-point night on 15 of 23 shooting, made 7 threes, also had 9 rebounds and 5 assists in the win for Boston. The Cavs, who come to FedEx Forum on Wednesday, beat the Pelicans 113-103. Darius Garland with 30 points, Jared Allen 24 points, 11 rebounds for the double-double and the win for Cleveland. The Bucks beat the Pacers 132-119. Drew Holiday, 35 points and 11 assists to lead Milwaukee. Bobby Portis, 21 points and 11 rebounds. No Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight for Milwaukee. The Knicks win another. The Knicks lost. I'm sorry for all you Knicks fans out there. An overtime loss to Toronto, 123-121. Fred VanVleet, 33 points to lead Toronto in the win. RJ Barrett, 32 points in the loss for the Knicks. The Warriors beat the Wizards 127-118. Jordan Poole, 32 points. Steph Curry, 41 points on 12 of 28 shooting. He was 6 of 15 from the three-point line. But here at FedEx Forum, the Memphis Grizzlies with a 3-point lead at the breakup, 68-65 over the Suns. When we come back, Eric Hasseltine and Elliot Perry will have the second half call on a very special night in Memphis, the 21st annual MLK Day celebration game when we return here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's tonight's halftime show. Stay tuned for the second half of tonight's game, just moments away, right here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Imagine you open up that box, you see that beautiful piece of jewelry. It was a gift, or maybe it's an engagement ring. And every time you look at it from now through the rest of your life, you're going to relive that beautiful moment over and over again. And that's why we do what we do at Robert Irwin Jewelers. It's not just the transaction. It's about the people. That's why we're here. We believe in putting the right piece of jewelry in the right person's hand because we know what it means to you. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices. Robert Irwin Jewelers, or online at rijewelers.com. Free financing.
For nearly 18 years, we've been delivering brand new vehicles right there in the Memphis market. And now we're excited to announce that Red River has a Toyota store right here in Wynn, just a short hop across the river to get the best deal on a new Toyota than anywhere else in your state or our state. Or we can bring it right to Memphis and drop it off in your driveway. You can order yours online right now at redrivertoyota.com and we'll bring it to you. So check us out at redrivertoyota.com or come see us in Wynn.
Frame Corner is proud to serve the custom framing needs of Memphis area artists, designers, and businesses. Frame Corner designers are experts in preservation and bring years of experience when it comes to matching your specific design style. Frame Corner specializes in framing fine art originals and prints, professional photography, sports, and cultural memorabilia. Locally owned and operated to fit the needs of Memphis. Frame Corner. We frame for Memphis. We frame for you. Located at 5035 Park Avenue or visit framecornermemphis.com.
It's flu season. Protect yourself and loved ones with a seasonal flu shot from the Shot Nurse. Plus, to save yourself a trip, you can safely get the flu shot at the same time as other vaccines, including the latest bivalent COVID-19 booster. And the flu shot is free with most insurance. Get the protection you need with a personal touch at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy.
Protection you need with a personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
Back inside FedEx Forum, Grizzlies leading by 3, 68-65 at the break. Eric Hasseltine, Elliot Perry, Jessica Benson here with you as we get set for second half action. Grizzlies finished the first half 25 of 48, 52.1%, 9 of 20 from three-point range, 45%, 9 of 9 from the line, 23-15. They win the rebounding battle, but the Suns had 20 assists on their 24 made baskets. And the Grizzlies with 3 steals and 1 block, both teams with 7 turnovers. Points in the paint, both teams with 30. Second chance points, 10-5 Grizz. Fast break points, 7-4 Grizz. John Moran had 17. Desmond Bain had 14. 12 for Mikal Bridges, 12 for DeAndre Ayton, 9 for Josh Okogie. It does seem, though, like, Elliot, the Suns have figured something out with the Grizzlies' defense where they've gotten a lot more open looks than other teams during this 9-game win streak have against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, and I think it's just a lot of penetrate pitch, but I think it's just a minor adjustment from the Grizzlies not getting as far away from their wing guys, Eric. And, you know, this team, again, does a really good job of moving the basketball and moving people. So you're just going to have to be a little bit more aggressive defensively in the second half.
Shamet with it on the left wing. It's Shamet, Ayton, Šarić, Bridges, and Craig. Feed for Šarić. Jackson deflected it. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Suns as the Suns now go left to right on the radio dial towards their bench. 11:46 remaining here as we are just underway in the second half. Grizzlies with that 3-point lead. Shamet will inbound for Bridges. Bridges a little hook move on Bain, and
good call.
Bain got him across the arm. They're going to put it on the side. It was on a pass. Bonnie Williams is walking away going, he was on the shot. He was absolutely not shooting. Come on, stop it. Like, I totally understand you fighting for your guys, but that was clearly a pass to the wing. He can't shoot with his back to the basket. I guess you can take a turnaround jump shot. That's the definition of it, right?
Yeah.
Bridges gets a handoff, kicks left wing for Šarić. Šarić, a line drive 3 to tie is good, and Jackson got too far into the lane. You said it earlier.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, you're going to get a 2-point shot. They don't have any real big-time threats down low other than Ayton, and you're just getting way away from your perimeter guy. You're going to, and you're not really helping.
Left wing, Brooks. Brooks drives to Torrey Craig, running right-hand finger roll, tough shot. Adams fought for the rebound, couldn't get it. It comes into the hands of Shamet. Shamet gives for Ayton out to Saric. Saric for Bridges. Bridges trying to feed it out to the top, deflected by Jackson. Jackson gets a steal. Jackson on the attack himself. Lobs for Morant. Oh, it was a high alley-oop, and Morant could just not quite go up and get it. Grizzlies turn it over. Craig on the left wing. Off the steal, lobs over the top for Ayton. Ayton for Saric in the lane. He floats it up, and in Suns lead 70-68.
Yeah. And when you get those turnovers, you really want to convert on those turnovers. We saw exactly what Jaren Jackson Jr. was trying to do, make the highlight play to Ja. Unfortunately, it just didn't work that time.
Morant around a screen from Adams. Then the runner at the foul line is no good. Are they going to give him free throws, though, here or not?
I don't understand NBA rules anymore. So,
no.
Yeah, ball out on the side. And I keep saying that's exactly what they're going to have to do, Eric. I mean, push their defense up, try to get a little bit more aggressive in this third quarter, and really try to stretch the lead. The Phoenix Suns are in their comfort zone.
Bane at the right elbow after the foul. The ball is inbounded from the sideline, and Bane buries a 15-footer to tie the game at 70. So 16 for Bane. Adams gets the assist as he took the inbounds pass, gave it right to Bane. And the Grizzlies and Suns tied at 70. Ayton hands for Bridges. Bridges terminates the dribble, gives left elbow extended for Ayton. Back to Bridges. Little two-man game. Again, the screen from Ayton. Bridges drives right side of the lane, kicks right sideline. Torrey Craig, line drive three, comes up short. Rebound tapped by Jackson, grabbed by Brooks. Lead out ahead for Morant into the left corner. Morant does a good job tracking it down, drives the baseline on Shamet, shoulders in. Dislodges him. Could have easily been an offensive foul, but Morant powers it up and in for his 19th point. I thought for sure I thought that was going to be a whistle. I really thought that off arm came out, but Trey Maddox let it go. Bridges to the right elbow, fires a 16-footer, his first miss of the night. Mikal Bridges was 5 of 5 there. Grizzlies lead 72-70. Morant jogs it up the right sideline, bounces onto the right block for Brooks. Posting up on Shamet. High left-hand dribble, hops into the paint. Fadeaway 10-footer is good. Tough shot for Dylan Brooks, and the Grizzlies back up by 4.
Well, and I love him. He's a tough shot maker, Eric, when he's close to the basket. I mean, that time just took his time. Nobody double teamed you. You're playing one-on-one against that defensive player. Just be aggressive.
Left wing, Craig up top for DeAndre Ayton. Ayton a couple of dribbles, hands it off right wing Shamet. Got come towards the foul line. It's intercepted on a feed to the wing for Bridges by Bane. Bane drives, lays it up, lays it in. Timeout Suns, 76-70. That aggressive perimeter defense that the Grizzlies are allowed to play with a shot-blocking presence like Jaren Jackson pays off again. The 5th steal of the game for the Grizz leads to a fast break for Desmond Bane. He's got 18. Morant has 19. The Grizzlies lead by 6, 76-70 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Hey, Memphis Grizzlies fans, did you know that at any given time, there are 100 million pieces of litter on the state's roadways? And each year, the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million picking up litter off the streets, rivers, lakes, and streams. Everyone can play a role in keeping Tennessee clean and safe. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can get involved in the movement to end littering. Don't put off getting your oil changed, Memphis. The Grizzlies' official partner. Take 5 oil changes faster than you think. There's no appointment needed. There isn't even a waiting room. Yep, you heard that correctly. Take 5 oil changes so fast you don't even have to get out of your car. You can take advantage of Take 5's fast, friendly, and simple service at any of their locations across the Memphis area. And remember, at Take 5, you stay in your car because they're faster than you think. That means you won't even have time to show off your perfect jump shot or your killer crossover. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
Try the new Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese. Savory steak mixed with grilled onions, topped with crispy bacon and melty American cheese, plus creamy mayo and tangy barbecue sauce. Or try it spicy with zesty cheese sauce and jalapenos.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing.
Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese.
Sonic.
Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Valley Sports Southeast is your network for Memphis Grizzlies basketball.
Sensational!
Tune in to see John Morant and the Beale Street Bears conquer the court all season long. Watch live on the same channels, including UVerse Channel 1727, DirecTV and DirecTV Stream Channel 649-2, and Xfinity Channel 1251, or stream on Valley Sports Plus or the Valley Sports app.
Yes, sir.
Valley Sports Southeast, the Grizzlies grind here.
Grizzlies lead the Suns by 6, up 76-70 with 8:56 to play in the third quarter. Recently named one of the 23 best places to go in 2023. There's more reasons than ever to love Memphis, so enter the I Love Memphis sweepstakes today. One lucky fan will win the grand prize of a 2-night stay at a downtown Memphis hotel, 2 tickets to a Grizz game, and more. Plus, winners will be drawn each week for Grizz tickets. So don't be a hater. Enter before the January 31st deadline at grizzlies.com/I Love Memphis now. Eric?
Thank you, JB. 76-70. Grizzlies by 6. As Desmond Bain got that steal and the 5th of the game. 2nd for Dez. 2 for Jaren Jackson Jr. and 1 for Ja Morant on that takeaway where I think he ripped it away from Bridges.
Yes.
Led the break the other way. 3 Suns in double figures. Bridges 12, 8, and 12. Saric 10. Grizzlies with 2 players in double figures, but Adams and Jackson also each have 8. So good battle here on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration game as the Grizzlies and Suns in the third quarter in a 6-point contest. Grizzlies 76, Suns 70. Ayton right elbow in the front court. Takes one dribble, and we get a whistle away from the ball. I believe it's going to be on Jaren Jackson. And the ball will go to the side. Or it's Dylan Brooks. Brooks will pick it up. It's his second. 8:45 left. Craig will inbound from the sideline, gives it in for Bridges. And Bridges will set up as he terminates his dribble, looking for Shamet. Shamet gets into Brooks' chin, and Brooks gets teed up. That's his 13th of the year. He yelled at Mark Davis. Yelled, call that. That's an easy call.
Thought that could have been an offensive foul for sure. Arm came up in his face, so no reason Mark Davis shouldn't have made that call. He's been calling everything else. It's a pretty easy call. It's right in front of his face. I think Dylan had he was absolutely right on his gripe.
Free throw for Bridges is good. But yeah, but again, you're dealing with a guy that's already made it pretty clear he's not tolerating a whole lot tonight. He's made a couple of foul calls. He's yelled at his fan on the sideline.
Bad foul calls against us.
Yeah, and I get it, but like you yell at Mark Davis, I don't care if he's having a great night, bad night. You yell at him like that, he's going to.
Oh yeah, Dylan definitely deserved the technical foul, but I thought he had a legitimate gripe too.
He did, but you got to be smart. He's got 12 on the year. 16 gets him a suspension. That's now 13. Left wing Saric into the left corner after the technical foul shot was good. Bridges drives at the shot clock buzzer. Gets the bucket, and they call a foul. So now it's a potential 4-point possession. That's the other reason you can't do that. You have a gripe, but you got to temper it in a tight game, not give these guys free points. He got it away on time.
We'll review this foul to see if it occurred prior to or after the expiration of the shot clock.
He got it away on time.
Man,
I don't think Brooks actually fouled him, though, like looking at that replay.
And like I said, these guys do a really good job of moving the basketball, pass, cut, or off the dribble, Eric. You have 4 guys on the floor that can go off the dribble, and you have a big guy down.
Oh, yeah, Brooks got him. Brooks hit him in the side of the head. Looking at that slow-mo replay, Dylan definitely caught him. And he got the shot away, and Brooks made the contact. That's a really good call from a tough angle from
Instant replay confirms that the legal contact occurred prior to the expiration of the shot clock. We set the game clock to 8:25, okay? 8:25 on the game clock.
Mark Davis in there in the courtside microphone. Now Dylan Brooks and Mark Davis are talking it over about the technical, I believe. 8:25 left. Torrey Craig standing right there as well. Bridges at the line. Knocks that down. He's got, well, they haven't updated this scoreboard or this the courtside app here, I guess. So it's 76-74. Bridges now with 16 in the game. He had 4 points in that possession. Brooks back the other way, lays it up with the right hand. Strong move to the hole. He gets a soft bounce off the back iron and lays it home.
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks with the bucket, his 4th field goal. 8 minutes remain in the third. Shamet, right wing 3, tough angle, and he was moving to his right, couldn't get it to go. Bain, the long rebound, brings it in the front court, Peels to the left wing, gives top of the arc for Adams. Back to Bain. Bain to the left, right corner for Morant. Morant hangs in the air. What a job hanging up in traffic, and Ayton knocks him down and shakes his head. Boy, careful, bud. Bigger than you have fallen before.
And right now, you want to see them try to get more separation, Eric. Continue to be aggressive defensively, offensively execute, because I think the Phoenix Suns are doing just what they want to do. Hang around.
Morant inbounds for Bain. Bain left sideline. Catch and shoot three is good. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board for Desmond Bain.
Incredible shot. Great execution that time on the out-of-bounds play.
7.5 remaining here. Shamet drives, kicks out top. Saric. Saric bounces, intercepted by Brooks. It was intended for Ayton. Brooks drops it off for Jackson. Jackson into the lane. Gets hammered by Saric and will go to the free throw line. 81-74, Grizzlies by 7. Having some fun with Tim Kempton down there.
And good defense that time. And then you get out on the break, and you didn't try to do anything crazy, Eric. You got the ball to the open guy, and Jaren Jackson did the right thing. Take the ball to the basket while the defense is retreating. Glad he did try to make an extra pass.
So, first one for Jackson is good.
And really, over time, what happens is, when you're shorthanded, Eric, most of the time teams just kind of wear down a little bit. Now in this third quarter, hopefully you can see some more separation in terms of the score against this team, and then try to put these guys away in the fourth quarter.
Shamet picked up by Brooks, gives right elbow for Saric. Grizzlies up by 9 after the free throws by Jackson. So the Grizzlies extending the lead here. Saric into the lane, little extra step. His layup attempt, though, blocked by Jackson, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Brooks. Saric, actually it's off of Saric. Yeah, Brooks yelling at Trey Maddox, and Steven Adams just said, hey, mate,
yeah, just
we
calm
need
down
you.
a little
Calm
bit.
down.
Yeah. Now is the time to really calm down.
Don't get that second tee for barking at an official right now. We need you in this ball game. There's 7 minutes left in the third. We're up by 9, but Suns perfectly capable of coming back. Jackson right elbow, fake to give back to the top. Drives into the lane, powers it up and in. He'll get one more. Dario Saric has about as much chance of stopping that as I do of winning the Powerball tonight. And I didn't play.
Yeah.
So none.
And I just love that aggressive move by Jaren Jackson, putting the basketball on the floor. We know, Eric, when he has a bigger guy on him, he can use his speed and size to get to the basket. That time was able to absorb the contact and finish.
Jackson with a good hard move to the bucket. 12 points, 5 rebounds, and assist. How did Jackson got a block on that last Saric shot? Why don't we have that there? And Jackson's free throw's missed. He gets his own miss. He lays it up, and then he gets fouled. Jackson will get one more.
Yeah, long rebound for Jaren Jackson. Had the presence of mind, Eric, to get to the offensive glass, get his own miss, and then was able to finish again with the left hand and one. And that's what you have to do. We realize that this is a game of runs. We saw big runs in the first half for the Grizzlies. We saw big runs in the first half for the Phoenix Suns. Now Grizzlies, the first big run in this third quarter.
Jackson makes the free throw, so a 5-point possession for Jaren Jackson. And earlier in the quarter, it was Bridges who had a 4-point possession thanks to a technical. It's now 88-74. The Grizzlies, just like that, have gone on a 12-1 run. Bridges, right wing 3, no good. Rebound grab by Jackson. Jackson starting to assert himself all over the floor. He's got 15. Morant into the front court. Morant with 19 and 5 assists. Finds Jackson left wing to the right wing. Brooks. Pump fakes a 3. Drives by Craig. Gets fouled. Layup attempt is no good. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
And good job by Dillon that time, Eric. Off the dribble, was able to get the ball low, create the contact with his hands on the sweep up, and then wasn't able to finish, but now he finds himself at the free throw line. So being more aggressive, being more assertive, and that's not just one player. All players are being more aggressive and assertive on the defensive end and as well on the offensive end. And we always talk about this. Defense creates offense sometimes. When you're really good on the defensive end, you're able to get out in transition.
Brooks, first free throw, no good. Grizzlies now 12 of 14 from the line. Brooks came into tonight, 78.8%. And he'll have one more here. Sun's going to get some subs in. They need some help. Ish Wainwright, big body out of Baylor, 6'5", 235 in his second NBA season. Saban Lee, they join Torrey Craig, DeAndre Ayton, and Mikal Bridges. Zaire Williams, Santi Aldama check in. Bain and Jackson check out. Brooks makes the second. He's now got 9. So looks like all 5 starters on their way to double figures here tonight. Grizzlies lead 89-74. Saban Lee hands it off left wing Bridges. Bridges, step back, straightaway 3 on the way, no good. Adams the rebound, and here come the Grizz. Adams gives for Morant. Morant downhill. Ayton slows him down. Morant, ball fakes. Now gives to Aldama. Straightaway 3. Open look. Too strong. Long rebound to Bridges. Good patience by Morant. Aldama got a great look at it. Just didn't connect. Bridges lobs over the top for Ayton. Ayton against Aldama for a cutting Saban Lee. Can't have a go with that because Aldama and Adams take away the lane. He gives it back to Bridges. Bridges on a drive. Floats it up and in. Gets fouled. He'll get one more. 89-76. Nice shot by Mikal Bridges, who's now got 18.
Yeah, and he's trying to be more aggressive because he realizes now he sees this lead starting to, expand Eric. And so you can see the last 3 or 4 possessions, he's been very aggressive.
So Bridges will go to the line for 1. And he gets it to go. Bridges with a nice quarter here for the Suns. He had that 4-point possession. He gets 3 more there. Bridges now in the quarter with all of his 7 between those 2 plays. Morant at the foul line. Kicks left corner. Zaire Williams. Open 3 is good. Ring it up. Put 3 on the board. Morant's 6th assist. Zaire Williams on the board. Now 1 of 2 from long range. Everybody for the Grizzlies that's played has scored. Saban Lee to the right baseline. Euro steps into the paint. Out to the top for Bridges. Bridges off the bounce to the foul line. Pull up 15-footer. No good. Adams grabs his 9th rebound and hands it off for Ja Morant. Adams working on another double-double. Morant walks it into the front court. He's got 19 points, 6 assists. Morant around an Adams screen. Morant at the foul line, working on Saban Lee. Gets to the baseline, running floater. Rattles around and goes. He gets one more as he's fouled by Saban Lee. Ja Morant is putting on a show. 21 for Morant, 6 assists, and just doing what he pleases, it seems like, when he has the ball.
Well, in a big-time play by Ja Morant. Very patient that time. Eric kept Lee on his hip. Found the open space. And then obviously, he can elevate over anybody, Eric. And so just was able to elevate and finish that play for the N1. I like the way they've been playing in this third quarter.
Morant's free throw is good. Yeah, they played great basketball here in the third, and they've extended the lead to 18. 95-77 completely have flipped the script as they are on their way to hitting the century mark before the start of the fourth. Now we're going to get an offensive foul on DeAndre Ayton. The Grizzlies already in this quarter, Elliott, have 27 points. They had 68 at the break. They had 27. And we've played 7 minutes.
Man, and they pushed this lead up very quickly.
7 minutes, they have 27 points. A lot of teams get that in 12. Brooks splits a double team into the lane, running left-hand finger roll, no good. Adams taps the rebound. Tough shot. The rebound off the tip, grabbed by Mikal Bridges. 95-77, Grizzlies on top. Bridges from the top around an Ayton screen. 4.5 minutes remain in the quarter. Bridges down the right side of the paint. Running right-hand finger roll, no good. Ayton the follow jam. And Ayton yells at the official looking for a foul.
Well, that's because both guys went for the block. Aldama and Adams both went for that block. Just left Ayton wide open on offensive glass.
And he knew it. He went right to the rim. Good job of doing that. That's what you're taught to do. Aldama gives Morant a screen. He blows by Jock Landale and lays it up and in. Morant on the left side of the window. Gets his 9th field goal of the night. 24 points for Ja Morant, 97-79.
So quick. Man.
That's an understatement. That man is lightning in a human form. Ayton, a fadeaway 10-footer off a spin move to the paint is no good. Rebounded by the Grizz, and they are in control right now, up by 18 and looking for more. Morant, straight away. Hesitation move at Lee. Nice little in-and-out dribble. Kicks top of the arc for Aldama. Open 3, ring it up. Put 3 on the board, and the Grizzlies with 100 on the board. 3:34 remaining in the third. The offense has caught fire, and the Grizzlies with 32 in the third have pushed out to a 21-point lead.
Well, talk about being under control on both ends of the floor. Now the Suns are missing, and it's allowing the Grizzlies, again, offensively just to take control of this basketball game.
Zaire Williams has whistled for a foul underneath before the drive by Bridges. It is the 5th team foul on the Grizzlies, so they go into the penalty. 3:21 remaining. That means Ayton will get the 2 shots, even though Bridges had the ball. Ayton, the big body, the number 1 overall pick out of Arizona. Boy, that draft. That's a good draft, as Ayton's first one is good.
Is that the Jaren draft, too?
72.8%, yep. And Marvin Bagley's getting minutes now in Detroit, starting to produce. So it went Ayton, Bagley, Doncic, Jackson, Trae Young.
Yeah.
Young and Doncic are swapped for each other, and everybody said, well, why didn't the Grizzlies just grab Trae Young if they want to look at Doncic? Because Dallas was going to get an extra first-round pick either way, and they would have taken – I mean, Atlanta was going to get an extra first-round pick either way. They would have just taken Jaren Jackson at that point. So they were going to trade Doncic no matter what to Dallas. Morant blows by 2 defenders, hangs, bangs, scores, takes the contact from Ayton, and Ja Morant with an incredibly athletic move brings the fans to their feet. 3:07 left in the third. He hung in the air, double clutched it home. After Ayton got his 2 free throws, Morant goes on the attack, and he's got 26.
Wow, that's incredible, Eric. Taking on a 7-footer, was able to hang in the air, take the contact, and finish. It's what we come to see every night. I mean, every night we get an opportunity to really see a superstar play at the highest level, and one of the most, if not the most exciting player in the league.
Brother, I count my blessings every time we see him take the floor. And this is why. 27 points, 7 assists on 10 of 18, and highlight reel play after highlight reel play. He makes a very difficult game look easy. Bridges to the baseline left, running floater, no good. Jock Landale, the offensive rebound. Back to Bridges, drives the baseline through the paint. Fadeaway 10-footer, tough shots off the iron. Rebounded by Clark. He gives for Morant. Here come the Grizz. Morant peering in, turns on the Jets, blows by him to the rim, but missed the layup. He got just to the front of the iron. Looked like he may have gotten fouled. No call. Bridges in transition. Got away with a high dribble. Gives out for Saban Lee. Lee in the lane, lays it up and in. Morant wanted a foul. Landale was holding Morant so he can't run by, and John Butler just let it happen. I don't think that was much of a foul, but Morant didn't like it. Aldama, an open look straightaway 3, no good. Rebound tapped by Clark, doesn't go. He gets his own miss. Clark in the paint. Kicks it out for Tyus Jones. Open right wing 3. In and out. Rebounded by Wainwright. Little push by Landale, and John Butler still shaking his head, refusing to make the call. Into the lane, the feed for Ayton, deflected by Morant. It gets it back to Lee. He drops it back to Ayton, who lays it up and in. Just under 2 minutes left in the third. 103-85. Grizzlies lead trimmed to 18 as Ayton gets the bucket, and he's now got 18.
Well, and that was unfortunate. Great defense by Ja Morant on the initial play. Eric was able to knock that ball out after fronting DeAndre Ayton. We just couldn't come up with it.
Morant on the right wing. Just kind of having some fun in this third quarter now as the Grizzlies have opened up a big lead. Finds Zaire Williams left corner. He'll fire a 3 over Landale. It comes up short. I think Williams expected Landale to leave his feet, and then he got caught. Had to try to take the shot or else he was going to commit the traveling violation and came up short. Bridges gets away with a travel, it looked like. Misses the floater. Rebound grabbed by Morant. He sprints away from trouble. Here he comes downhill. Around the back dribble. Tries to feed to Clark. Wainwright read it beautifully. Takes the steal up ahead. Bridges and Ish Wainwright with a great defensive play right there.
Yeah. And you can see Ja, he knew exactly what he did. Pointing to his chest. Right play and right idea of what he was trying to do, Eric. It's just better defensive play.
Well, I think sometimes you look at,
and it happens,
the lead and you kind of get a little complacent. The Suns are just trying to figure things out here. High pick and roll. Jones and Clark. Jones comes around the screen, feeds back to Clark, who jams with 2 hands. Grizzlies lead by 18.
Yeah, just fantastic execution that time. Tyus Jones coming off that pick and roll. Took both defenders with him, forced both guys to commit, dropped it off.
Right side, Ish Wainwright tees up a 3 back the other way. It's no good. 30 seconds remain in the quarter. Grizzlies will get it to start the fourth. They lead by 18 right now. They've got a possession here as Jones just beats the 8-second clock or count across the timeline. Jones in between the circles, gives back for Morant. Morant slipped, going downhill at Bridges, lays it up and in with the left hand. How did he get it in the bucket? Spins it off the glass and in. Back the other way, a whistle and a foul. 8.6 seconds left. Saban Lee attacking. We're going to get a timeout in the action. It'll belong to the Suns. We went that long, under 3 minutes without a stoppage. Mandatory timeout. Grizzlies by 20. 8.6 seconds remain in the quarter. 107-87 on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Rehearsals for the school play were really coming along.
Bigger smile, Mr. Squirrel?
Until a custodian accidentally threw away the costumes.
Oh no.
Everyone was rattled. Miss Garrity forgot how to play. And the Queen of the Hedgehogs almost quit.
Find a new queen.
But replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx. And with added peace of mind from picture proof of delivery, everyone could focus on the perfect opening night. FedEx, where now meets next. For residential delivery only.
Sauced by Will Smith is taking the championship taste to FedEx Forum. Come enjoy your favorite lineup of sauces on traditional and boneless wings the next time you see the Memphis Grizzlies play. All of your favorite sauces, including the famous Garrick sauce, are now available as you cheer the home team on. Visit Sauced by Will Smith inside FedEx Forum at your next Grizzlies game, or come visit us anytime at our location in South Haven, Mississippi. Championship sauce, championship taste. Come get sauced today.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Frame Corner is proud to serve the custom framing needs of Memphis area artists, designers, and businesses. Frame Corner designers are experts in preservation and bring years of experience when it comes to matching your specific design style. Frame Corner specializes in framing fine art originals and prints, professional photography, sports, and cultural memorabilia. Locally owned and operated to fit the needs of Memphis. Frame Corner. We frame for Memphis. We frame for you. Located at 5035 Park Avenue or visit framecornermemphis.com.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Grizzlies lead the Suns by 20 up 107-87 with 8.6 seconds to play in the third quarter. Grizz Nation, grab the Grizzlies fan favorite Crunchwrap Supreme Combo and score free tacos when you purchase this combo at your local Taco Bell through January 24th. You'll receive a key tag good for a free beef, crunchy, or soft taco on future visits. So maximize those free tacos and visit Taco Bell today to get your Grizzlies fan favorite Crunchwrap Supreme Combo. Eric?
Thank you, JB. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Suns will get free throws here with 8.6 seconds left. Grizzlies will get another possession, and they'll get the ball to start the fourth. And Elliott, they have just blasted off here in this third quarter. 39-22, they've outscored the Suns.
Yeah, and this is what we've been waiting on, Eric. I thought in the second quarter they started to really get a rhythm in that second quarter, took some momentum into halftime, and it came out in this third quarter, really took control of the basketball game. We talked about that, trying to get some separation in this third quarter so they can finish these guys off in the fourth. They've done just that.
So Saban Lee makes the first. He's got 7. That's an interesting pickup. He was playing a little bit in Detroit. Then you draft Jaden Ivey, so you don't have room for him because you still have Killian Hayes, and Lee misses the second. Rebound batted around, grabbed by Aldama. Here come the Grizz down the right sideline. Morant, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Morant, left sideline, Jones, open 3. No good. It was right on line, too strong. Jones having a tough day shooting the ball. Great feed by Morant, who's got 29 points and 7 assists. Grizzlies leading 107-88, heading to the fourth on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
What's Grizzlies checking like? Picture a bank that makes decisions quickly at the local level, like an all-star point guard running a play to help you capitalize on opportunities and win. That's what it's like. And if you open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by February 15th, you could get a $200 MasterCard gift card. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle. Play hard, bank easy. Member FDIC.
Life Care Ambulance is proud to be an official partner of the Memphis Grizzlies and FedEx Forum. At Life Care, we wear our hearts with pride. Our passion is our people. We want you to love what you do and where you do it. Our employee-driven culture encourages a healthy work-life balance and supportive work environment.
Gillis. Visit playathela.com for more information.
He's not coming down.
I know. I'm calling the nurse.
Please go to sleep. Okay.
Hi, it's Camila again. I'm sorry. I know it's late. It just feels like we've tried everything.
Yes.
Okay. And you'll stay on the line?
Absolutely. I'll be right here, Camila.
Thank you.
This is what care sounds like. Banner Health's Nurse Now line is available 24/7 to give you a listening ear. Banner Health. Exhale.
NBA fans, when there's a home game you don't want to miss, Ticketmaster's got you covered. As the official ticket marketplace of the Phoenix Suns, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available and at a great value so every fan can score. Whether you're looking for tickets to next month's game or tonight's game, Ticketmaster is the place to go to get seats to cheer on your team at Footprint Center. Get Suns tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Suns.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader and the home of Phoenix Suns basketball.
Well, back-to-back 39-point quarters for the Grizzlies, and they lead it by 19, 107-88 as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Here in Memphis, it is time for the Game Insights, brought to you by Schwartz Laser Eye Center. Visit teamidoc.com. TK, what insights do you have for us?
Well, Memphis Grizzlies are good right now. They outscored the Suns 78-52 in those two middle quarters. That's a minus 26 for the Suns. We saw them, continue to get in the paint like Desmond Bane does right there. That stat really jumped out in the difference between the first half and the third quarter. Really putting a lot of pressure on the Suns defense.
Now the Suns on offense. Saban Lee on the drive to the basket, had it blocked away, no good, and taken off the rim by the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark goes the other way, gets fouled on his way up with it by Torrey Craig, and this is kind of the story of the game. We've seen the Suns be aggressive. And
knock-it calls, and then come the other way.
Yeah, come back the other way. Although they both have attempted the same amount of free throws here today. The Suns 16 of 17, the Grizzlies 15 of 17, and Brandon Clark to add to that total as he heads to the line right now. Memphis has led throughout the second half, as Tim mentioned. The second quarter was big for them. The third quarter was equally as big, 39 in each.
And again, it's a little bit of disparity in made shots. The turnovers starting to pile up, 20 points off turnovers for Memphis, and the offensive rebounds, they're in double digits, 10 for 13 second chance points.
1 out of 2 at the line for Clark, so the Grizzlies equal their biggest advantage, 110-88. They lead it. We played nearly a minute of the fourth. Here's Damian Lee getting into the lane, finds Saban Lee straight away for three, and he rattles it in.
Got his feet underneath him, balanced. Saban's not a dribble in, kind of movement three-point shooter, but that time he got to the spot, got his feet set, catch and shoot three right there.
That is his first three as a member of the Suns, and they're back within 19. Now Bane just getting it too easy. He takes it right to the right block on Landry Shamet on his hip, and he lays it up and in. He's 9 of 11 tonight, 25 points for Desmond Bane. John Morant leads with 29. Saban Lee gives to Biyombo, who takes a dribble at the top of the arc, hands for Damian Lee. He gives it over on the right side to Craig. Penetrates, then step back jumper from the free throw line. No, off the back iron for Torrey. And the rebound, Tyus Jones for the Grizzlies, who lead by 21 with the ball and are looking for win number 30 on the season. They can get it here. Jaren Jackson Jr. gets a shot rejected by Bismack Biyombo, gave him a taste of his own medicine and got the loose ball. Nice play by Busy, who has it at the top of the key now with a left-hand dribble. Hands it to Damian Lee, who penetrates, scoops it up off the window, no. And the rebound taken by the Grizzlies. Ahead is Brandon Clark, one-on-one with Shaman. He puts it up on the run, no. Rebound knocked loose, out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns, says Mark Davis. 14 on the timer for Memphis then with 9:50 left to play. And a 21-point advantage, 112-91. 3 games between these two teams so far. None of them have been close, Tim.
Yeah, both teams, when they get hot and rolling, they seem to run away from the other.
Now Desmond Bane gets called for a travel, trying to drive on Saban Lee, and that will give it back to the Suns. 10th turnover on the night for Memphis. And again, if you hadn't been paying attention, Saban Lee was just signed
earlier this week, or I'd say a week ago, on a 10-day contract. So every moment he plays is important as far as determining what his future looks like. Right now he gives to Damian Lee, who misses a jumper from straight away 16 feet, and it's taken by Jones the other direction. Tyus Jones off for Jackson, who hands it to Bain. Penetrates again around the back pass. Jackson on the left wing tries a three, and it's good. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s first trifecta.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson doesn't like hanging out in the paint too much. He'd rather stay out there and shoot threes.
Got 18 points now to go with 7 rebounds. Damian Lee picks up his dribble 30 feet away and finds Shamet at the top of the arc. He goes to his right, fires a three that's short. And taken by Tyus Jones, and Landry Shamet trying to kick the rust off. He's 1 for 7 from the floor tonight, 0 for 4 from deep. 115-91. Grizzlies on top comfortably. Brandon Clark, a comfortable 15-foot jumper goes. And the former Desert Vista star has 11 points and 6 rebounds off the bench. He's played well against the Suns. Saban Lee, right wing, got Tyus Jones to leave his feet, gets into the lane, and then floats it out for Shamet on the right side. Around a pick from Biyombo, gives it to him on the roll. He fights it up to the rim and gets it to go in after the block from Jaren Jackson Jr.
That's strength right there. Jaren Jackson had his hand on the ball, and Biz just pushed the ball through it.
I have no idea how he made that shot. I don't even think Bismack Biyombo knows how he made that shot. Desmond Bane knows how he made that shot. It was a pull-up three with nobody in his face, and Bane now has 28 on the night. Timeout Phoenix with 8:17 left to go. The Grizzlies running away and hiding. It's 120-93 at FedEx Forum.
Whether you're new to exercising or a serious athlete looking for a new routine, find your fit at EOS Fitness for as low as $9.99 per month. EOS Fitness features a huge variety of group fitness classes, turf functional training areas with tons of fitness gear, the latest cardio and strength equipment, and our exclusive Move EOS Cinema, where you can work out watching big screen movies. We're open 24/7 and more. Join for as low as $9.99 per month or online at joineos.com. EOS Fitness. Better gym, better price. Amenities and monthly dues may vary by location and membership type.
Footprint exists to create a healthier planet. Phase 1 of our mission is to provide the technologies that eliminate single-use plastics.
At Footprint, we make cool stuff. We create cutting-edge technology, and we are years ahead of any competition. Patents protect our innovation in design, material science, and manufacturing.
We hire the top engineers and scientists worldwide. We're proud to be the Phoenix Suns and Mercury partner at the new Footprint Center.
Footprint. Healthy planet, healthy people.
Welcome to First Bank Guided Meditation, where we use the calming sounds of banking to soothe. Your body is relaxing. All your banking needs have been met. With 24/7 customer service, your stress floats away.
First Bank. Bad at meditation, good at banking. Visit efirstbank.com. Call or visit a branch today. First Bank is proud to be the official sponsor of the Phoenix Suns and Mercury. First Bank, banking for good. Member FDIC.
Over 56 million records sold worldwide. The award-winning country music and TV icon, Reba, is back on the road with a brand new tour featuring special guests Terry Clark and the Isaacs. Footprint Center, March 30th. Get tickets now at livenation.com. For full tour and more info, visit Reba.com.
A repeated recipient of the Best Custom Tailor Award, Brothers Tailors. They offer the best quality and service in men's clothing. As the official wardrobe provider of the Phoenix Suns, you can go where the Suns go. Brothers Tailors offers the world's latest fabrics in custom and ready-made suit and shirt designs. For your new wardrobe, stop by Brothers Tailors, located on Central Avenue just south of Camelback, or visit them at brotherstailorsaz.com. Brothers Tailors.
Arizona Sports, the local sports leader, and the home of Phoenix Suns basketball.
Oh, with the PayPal app, there are more ways to check out, more ways to give back by donating to support causes you care about. With the PayPal app, there are more ways to send money safely and more ways to get exclusive deals from some of your favorite stores. There are more ways to PayPal, so download the app today. Welcome back inside FedEx Forum. John Bloom, Tim Kempton, our engineer Zach Boyd, and Cody Fincher producing back inside the Phoenix Suns Basketball Network studios. Grizzlies on a big-time run that has lasted a couple quarters, Tim.
Yeah, it sure has. The first half, the Suns shoot 55%. Right now in the second, It's all the way down to 35, including only 2 of 8, 25% from 3. So they just haven't been able to make shots here in the second half.
Memphis has on the other end and now leads 120-93 as Damian Lee pulls up and misses another jumper.
Yeah, there's another great mid-range shot. You execute, you're clear. You just missed the shot. And it's kind of been a little bit of the story for the Suns this whole season with the 83 games missed due to injury.
Here's Brandon Clark elevating and throwing it down. He drew the foul on his way to the bucket on top of it. And again, the crowd going crazy here at FedEx Forum as Clark with a chance at an exhilarating three-point play. He took a shot from Dario Saric. And that was quite a finish by Brandon Clark.
That's what he does best. Uses athleticism, his quickness and his jumping ability.
Now he's at the line for a chance at a three-point play, and he gets the free throw to roll off no good. So Clark, 13 points off the bench. Suns with the ball down 29, 122-93. And Biyombo holding at the top of the arc. Waits for Shamet to come get it. Landry will fire a three. That's no good. Rebound Saric. Dario turns and gives it back to Shamet, who tries another three, this time left corner, and he gets that one to go. All net on the second try from Landry Shamet on that possession. He's now 1 for 6 on the night from deep. 9 points for Shamet to go with 6 assists. Tyus Jones on a dribble drive. He'll pull up and hit a floater from 10.
Everything going in for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Jones now 3 for 10 off the bench, 7 points, 7 assists for the former Duke Blue Devil. Here's a drive by Saban Lee. He's blocked from behind by Clark and collides with Jaren Jackson Jr. under the basket. They'll say no foul. The ball's just knocked out of bounds. It'll be Suns basketball with 16 on the shot clock. Definitely a lot of contact under there. And now they're going to have to mop it up. Saban Lee will inbound underneath the basket to our right with 7:02 left to play. Grizzlies up 124-96. And remember, these two teams will run it back Sunday night at Footprint Center. Dario Saric into the lane, put a shot up, looked like it was goaltended by Jackson, who just brings it down after blocking it. And Jaren Jackson Jr. has his third block of the night. That's right at his average. Tyus Jones between the rings. Penetrates, then swings cross court. David Roddy a three. Yes, in the left corner in front of the Grizzlies bench. The rookie from Colorado State shows his range. Roddy shooting 30% from three. 6.5 minutes left. It's a 31-point Memphis lead. And this one just continues to go the wrong direction for the Suns. Biyombo gets the shot set in his face by Jackson. His fourth rejection, and it's taken by Roddy. Crosses over on Damian Lee, puts it up on the run. Too strong, rebounded by Lee. And he'll bring it ahead for the Suns, who are down 31 as we hit the midway point of the fourth quarter. Lee lobs to Biyombo, who can't handle it easily, then finally tracks it down in the left corner for Saban Lee. Out to an open Damian Lee, who misses the three. And the rebound is knocked loose. Saric last to touch it. It'll go out of bounds for the Grizzlies. And things getting a little sloppy here with 5:53 left to go. Taylor Jenkins going to empty his bench. We'll see Santi Aldama, who has been playing a lot of minutes, come in, but Xavier Tillman, who has not played yet, also going to come into the game with Zaire Williams. And the Suns have Saban Lee, Damian Lee, Bismack Biyombo, Dario Saric, and Ish Wainwright, the five on the floor. And if you had that on your bingo card before the season started, you are clearly clairvoyant and should be in a different line of work unless you already are getting paid to tell people their future. Here's a jumper up by Xavier Tillman that's short, rebounded by the Suns.
Yeah, just to that point, the Suns have missed 83 games due to injury since December 1st.
That's just since December 1st. That's not the whole season.
Yeah, not the whole season. That's
crazy.
That's
tops in the league.
Tops in the league. So,
not a category you want to lead.
No, not at all. So not an excuse, just what's going on with this team.
After Biyombo's able to hit a layup underneath, it's Tyus Jones, a step back three straight away, and now the Grizzlies have hit a $130. And they lead by 32. 5:10 left to go. Jones off the bench with double figures at 10. Saric dribbling left wing, left alone, didn't shoot the three. Cross court, it goes to Wainwright. He hands it off to Damian Lee, who has Zaire Williams defending him on the right side. Over left wing, Saric, another three is up short. Rebound to Roddy. David Roddy and Ish Wainwright, a couple of football-playing looking guys out there battling for the rebound. Is now a 3 on the left wing by Jones as an air ball out of bounds to the Suns. We'll get another substitution. Kennedy Chandler, the rookie out of Tennessee, checks in for Tyus Jones. Chandler playing in his 22nd game of the season as a rookie.
Suns have not been good on national television this year.
That's accurate. I can't argue that. And this is another one of those games here on Martin Luther King Day. Bismack Biyombo posting up against Tillman. Fires it outside to Lee. Now Wainwright open for 3. In and out, no. Saban Lee tracks it down into the left corner. Fakes the shot, penetrates out to Damian Lee. He gets into the lane. Step back, 8-foot jumper. Rims off, no. Rebound jarred loose from Sharch. Ish Wainwright tried to rifle a pass under to Biz, and it's stolen by Roddy. Into the forecourt comes David Roddy to the trailer Chandler. Back to Roddy underneath. He lays it in. Rookie to rookie on that play. Kennedy Chandler to David Roddy, giving Grizzlies fans a little glimpse of potential future here. As now Saban Lee is bumped and fouled, bringing it up the floor on the right wing. 132-98, Grizzlies lead. You would not believe it if I told you it was a 3-point halftime game. 68-65. And how things have changed since. The Suns may be running out of a little gas, which would be understandable. We've talked about all this road trip business and all the missing bodies that Tim just talked about with the 83 missed games since just December 1st. Timeout Grizzlies, 3:57 left to play. They lead it 132-98.
This basketball season, turn dunks into dollars with FanDuel, the official sportsbook of the Phoenix Suns. Right now, new customers can tip off the season with a no-sweat first bet up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So Suns fans, see for yourself why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up to get started with your no-sweat first bet up to $1,000. 21 plus and present AZ. First online real money major only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expires in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342.
Every day.
(747-1007) or online at VIPfibroid.com.
If you want to save money and start the year right, Staples has you covered.
I need everything to restock my business. File folders, break room supplies, even business cards.
Staples has you covered with big savings on everything you need for your home or office. And now at Staples, Rewards members get $30 back via Staples store bonus when they spend $100. That's $30 to use toward everything from ink to tech. Save big right now at Staples, the working and learning store. Rewards members only. Store bonus redeemable in-store only. Offer ends 1/21.
Grizzlies lead the Suns 132-98 with 3:57 to play. All Grizz all the time. Stay connected. Follow at MemGrizz and at Grind City Media across all social channels, including Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for breaking news, one-of-a-kind content, and all the perspectives you won't find anywhere else. Eric?
Thank you, JB. This one took a turn after the Suns played a terrific first quarter. The Grizzlies have outscored them 39-29, 39-23, and now 25-10. They lead by 34, and That means they've outscored the Suns by 41 since the first quarter.
It's been incredible this second half overall on both ends of the floor, Eric. And I think this is a good lead up to the Cleveland game because you're talking about two really good teams, one in the East, one in the West. I'm excited to see that.
Jake LaRavia makes an appearance. His first MLK Day game is Damian Lee's runner is no good. Damian Lee's had a tough night, 3 of 11 now. Roddy the rebound, brings it in the front court, gives it for Tillman, gets it back left wing. Roddy off the dribble, into the paint, hangs, scoops, and a tough angle there, doesn't go. Chandler the rebound, and he floats it up and in. Kennedy Chandler, right place, right time, grabs the loose ball and lays it home.
I love it, being at the right place at the right time. He struggled a little bit his last game, Eric, so it's good to see him, getting on the board.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to get credited for 6 more blocks today as Saric gets fouled the other way. I mean,
yeah, kid is incredible.
Yeah, I've been trying. I'm not going to lie. I've been trying to kind of curtail the positive talk, not positive talk, but like the really super positive talk towards us. Everybody's, being very, very complimentary. Rightfully so. The Grizzlies are playing great. And I'm telling you what, find me a team playing better than that. I mean, Boston's playing great, and they have the best record in the league. But if the Grizzlies beat the Cavs, the Grizzlies are only a game behind Boston for the best record in the NBA.
Yeah, this team is playing well. I think they really settled into their roles, Eric. They're finally healthy, and I think having Bane back healthy and playing at a high level along with Ja, he's going to be there. And then Jaren Jackson Jr., if he can stay on the floor, stay out of foul trouble, give them 16 to 18 points on a consistent basis, this team's going to be hard to beat.
Aldama, top of the key, looking at Biyombo, drives, kicks to the right wing, LaRavia. He'll tee up a 3, no good. Rebound taken by Saric. 134-100 as Saric got his 2 free throws after the last trip to the line. He has it left wing, feeds for Biyombo, and Biyombo going to get called for an offensive foul, elbowing Santi Aldama. Well, someone let Richard Jefferson know, who he said he gave his top 5 contenders in the NBA. 4 were in the East, and the only one out of the West was Denver. That he might want to rethink that list.
And I think when you think about that, it's hard for guys on the cuff to do it. I think everybody is going to have similar teams, but there's always going to be that 1 or 2 teams that's going to be different in everybody's lineup. So
certainly you can make a case for Brooklyn and Milwaukee and the Celtics. But he added the Sixers in there, and the Grizzlies have a better record than the Sixers and beat them here with Joel Embiid in the lineup.
Well, and I also think that the Milwaukee Bucks are not as potent as they used to be.
Well, they've been playing without the services of Antetokounmpo and Middleton. As Roddy drives into the lane and powers it up, and go ahead.
Obviously, we don't have Giannis, but I'm just saying, I think Middleton has set out pretty much the bulk of this year.
Yeah.
And he just hadn't caught his rhythm. When you watch them play, they're missing that one thing, and that probably is Middleton playing at a high level.
Saban Lee, a left wing 3 after the Roddy basket, gives him 10. Too strong. Rebound grab by the Suns. They give it for Damian Lee. Lee into the lane, poked away by Roddy, picked up by LaRavia. Gives for Chandler. Chandler into the paint. Had it knocked away by Ish Wainwright, and it goes out of bounds off of Wainwright. It'll stay with the Grizzlies. Well, I mean, look at today. Milwaukee's down double digits most of the first half to the Indiana Pacers. They come back in the second half and just light them up without Antetokounmpo or Middleton. So they've got depth too there.
Oh, yeah, they definitely have depth.
Be interesting to see these two teams play in Milwaukee. LaRavia, catch and shoot. Right wing 3 is an air ball over the iron. LaRavia now 0 for 2. Tillman and LaRavia, the last 2 Grizzlies that have not scored. Grizzlies have 6 players in double figures with Roddy, Jones, Clark, Morant, Bane, and Jackson. And this one rapidly went the way of the Grizzlies, and they lead 136-100. 2 minutes remaining. Biyombo in the lane. Little running right-hand floater is good. Tough shot. Biyombo made that look relatively easy.
He's a very serviceable big man. I mean, obviously any team would love to have him. He could be a second or third big guy, and so they did a good job of picking him up.
Got him up with a COVID exception last year and realized he still got some gas left in the tank. Signed one of those big contracts after the initial new collective bargaining agreement. Everyone, that's a little much. Aldama, deep right wing 3 with the shot clock winding down as an air ball, and the Grizzlies have taken some tough threes in the last couple minutes, so they're now 16 of 36 from three-point range. 44.4%, but 54.2% from the field. And so tonight the Grizzlies will extend it to 26-3 when they shoot 45% or better, and 28-1 when leading going to a fourth. Aldama throws a tough pass up ahead for Kennedy Chandler. A little overzealous there with that one. That was a pass that Chandler had no chance of catching. Back the other way. Sharge misses a runner. Rebound tapped in by Biombo. 10 turnovers for the Grizzlies. Did a good job taking care of the ball tonight, too.
They did. I thought that third quarter was one of the highlights of this game. I mean, they really played well in the third quarter to separate themselves. So took care of the basketball. Probably maybe had one turnover in the third quarter, if that.
136-104. Kennedy Chandler with 7 on the shot clock. Out top, Roddy. Roddy working. Step back straightaway 3 is an air ball. Rebound grab by Aldama. Aldama's put back no good. And the Grizz will set up their defense. Lee to Wainwright. Wainwright to the bucket. Lays it up and in. 30.2 left. 136-106. Ish Wainwright gets his first bucket. Grizzlies will take their 11th turnover. They'll dribble out the clock, and then we'll see what the Suns do. But this one going to go the way of the Grizz. Make it 10 straight, and the Grizzlies will improve to 30-13. Their 30th win of the season as the clock on the shot clock ticks to 0. And then the Grizz going to see what the Suns do. Will they attempt a shot or not? I don't believe that they're going to, as there's 6.2 seconds left. Damian Lee inbounds for Saban Lee. Back to Damian Lee. He peers in, smiling, and Roddy says, no, I'm not giving you that free shot, bud. 0's on the clock. Streamers from the rafters. The Grizzlies have won it. 136-106. The 10th straight win. And for the first time in 37 years in the NBA, a team has won 10 games in a row, and in all 10 games has scored 115 or more. 136-106 Grizz over the Suns. One more game in this stretch of 5-6 on the home floor before the Grizzlies embark on their season-long 5-game road trip out to the West Coast.
Good game tonight. I mean, all the way around. And this is what you want to see, Eric, from your basketball team. They're missing a lot of their key guys. You don't want your team to come and play down to the level of competition. They just took control of this game in the latter part of the second quarter and then really just took it over in the third quarter. Big win.
So Brandon Clark going to put a headset on as he takes a seat on the bench. BC's got his headset on.
Yeah, I'm on.
Congratulations, Mike. What's good?
What's up?
Your dunk on top of Dario Saric.
Let's go, man.
Did you look at John and say, what you got now?
No, I was just hyped. I forgot really what happened afterwards, but it was a great pass by Dez. You know, my leg's feeling good, so I decided I was going to, take off and see if I can dunk it. And,
wait till you see the replay because
I got to see it, I know.
That was a high degree of difficulty, as they say.
It was, right?
Oh, my gosh.
Appreciate it, man.
It was fantastic. It got us all out of the seat. So
good, man. Appreciate it.
Should
it
be on
one.
the Sports Center top 10 list tonight without a doubt. You guys, the first quarter, they seemed to kind of find some openings in the defense, and you guys closed the water off. What changed?
I mean, I think it was just us kind of like picking up our pressure on defense. They were, shooting it well, too, in the first quarter, but I think that we just ended up getting stops. We were able to get stops and then run. Ty is saying BC got bounce. You're right.
Yeah, we did. That's exactly what we said, to be honest with you. We said he's got bounce. So,
yes,
I mean, look, we're 50 plus up here, but we can still get the lingo of the young guys, right?
Yes, sir, man.
We're
you can.
allowed to say
Bounce.
Yeah.
BC bounce.
And BC, I know you're talking about bounce right now, but when this team is starting to get healthy, talk a little bit about yourself getting healthy, but the health of this basketball team, and now that you guys are collectively together, what does it look like and feel like for you guys on this 10-game win streak?
Yeah, it feels great, really. It's just about just playing our game, Our team chemistry is great, so it's about just coming out and, like, everybody being ready. And, I think that, like, good things happen every time that, we got, like, all of our guys playing. We are a very, very good team, man. Our depth is, like, crazy, so it's just really us just showing up and playing our basketball every night.
Last thing for you, obviously a special day. What does this mean for you guys on a day where the world's watching and it's a chance to honor one of the greatest Americans ever, and you guys put a performance like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's always just a really big honor playing, on this day. I'm just really grateful that I'm even able to be here playing. And, I know that all of my teammates feel that, like, same way, but, just a really big honor being able to, be here and play here and then, get that winner night.
Well, between you and the guy in front of you and all the other moves the front office made to fill out this roster, you guys got a hell of a team. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Appreciate y'all.
A lot of fun, man. Brandon Clark, 13 points, 6 rebounds. And yes, the young man has bounced 6 of 8 from the field. Grizzlies win at 136-106. Post-game show coming up next. Another celebration in Memphis tonight. 10 straight for the Grizz. They've now got 30 wins on the season. 30-13 atop the West with the Denver Nuggets. We'll tell you more about it when we come back on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
So bring your good times and your... That's the end of tonight's game, but don't go anywhere because coming up next, we'll break down tonight's game and wrap things up with tonight's Grizzlies postgame show. Next on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Congratulations to Southern Pediatric Therapy on recently being voted DeSoto County's best pediatric therapy clinic. Southern Pediatric Therapy is a therapist-owned private practice located in Hernando, Mississippi that offers speech therapy, occupational therapy, and ABA to the community and surrounding schools. The team at Southern Pediatric Therapy is committed and passionate about serving the whole family as they strive to make a lifelong impact on your child's life. At Southern Pediatric Therapy, they provide every patient and family a loving environment that promotes learning and development through play. If you have concerns about your child's development, talk to your pediatrician or give Southern Pediatric Therapy a call at 662-469-2906 or visit their website at www.southernpediatrictherapy.com. Congratulations to Southern Pediatric Therapy on recently being voted DeSoto County's best pediatric therapy clinic. 662-469-2906 or visit their website at www.southernpediatrictherapy.com.
It's time for tonight's Memphis Grizzlies postgame show. Coming up, we'll break down tonight's contest. You'll also get an updated NBA scoreboard and news and notes from tonight's action around the league.
Grizzlies win at 136-106. And now we'll have a day off before a big showdown. The very good defensive team in the Cleveland Cavaliers, who got a win today over the New Orleans Pelicans. And Sox, the more you watch this team, the more you just go, they're getting better. The sign to me of a really good playoff team is improvement through the year. And you watch them tonight. They hold the Suns to 106 after a 36-point first quarter for Phoenix, where they made their first 6 shots and looked like they were going to cruise. They were 12 for their first 16. The rest of the game, 27 for 73.
Yeah.
That's like 33.3% below. That's below that.
And the way I break this down is
27
first
for
thing
81 would be.
I talked about was respond versus revenge. I mean, trying to go in this game thinking about a revenge. I want them to respond to, like I said, who's on the floor tonight, Eric. And they did.
Sure.
They're playing at a high level. Defensively, in the second half, particularly like I said, really in that second quarter, end of that second quarter on, defensive discipline. They got more discipline. They didn't get as far away from their guys on the perimeter. You saw Phoenix not getting the clean looks that they were getting in that first quarter. So defensive discipline, the offensive execution was incredible in the third quarter. I mean, I think they really took control of that game. That's why where you saw them separate themselves on the scoreboard, and then balance and bench. The balance scoring for this team over the last month or so has been really, really, really good. I mean, they're sharing the basketball, but everybody is putting points on the board at a high clip. When you look at the stat sheet, and then bench 44 points off the bench. And then my last point for this team is, which is why I think part of they have a 10-game win streak, Eric, is they're having fun.
Oh, that's an understatement. I mean, these guys love playing together. They love playing for one another. They love being out on the court. And, when you have a team like that, the mark of a really good coach is, one, they're playing the system. But two, he gets out of the way and lets them play. And doesn't not coach them, but literally I've heard him in practice sessions say, this is what we're trying to get to. And when you get to here, you guys go by what you see. You know the 2 or 3 options we have here. You pick. His plays are almost open-ended, kind of like a run-pass option. Yeah. And, some of the brilliance of, some football coaches like Andy Reid, when he has Patrick Mahomes, hey, if you see it and want to give the ball off, great. If you want to pull the ball back because you see a matchup on the side that you got to just let the offensive lineman know and then chuck that sucker. And it's almost similar to that. They run a certain amount of action, and the ball gets to a spot, and then he's like, at this point, you have option A, option B. You read it. You make the decision. We're okay with that. And, boy, the proof's in the pudding. The results are there.
And here's the way I look at that is, two ways, Eric. I think one way is because they made limited moves. All of these guys have come
They know
back.
the system.
They know the system, and they're and everybody knows where to be when you're playing with one of the best players in this league. And then the second thing is what Charles Barkley used to say to Paul Westphal and Cotton Fitzsimmons. There's no play on the board that you could draw up that's a better option than me. And that's the way Ja Morant is.
Yeah.
And when you talk about a coach getting out of the way,
yeah.
when you have one of the best players in the league, there's no play you can draw up that's a better option than Ja Morant, because he can make anything happen at any given time. And so I just love the way this team is playing. They're playing collectively. They're having fun, Eric. But again, it's not about, hey, I got 20 tonight and I didn't get my shots the next night. You know, like they're just going out and they're just playing.
You ain't wrong, brother. 136-106. Grizzlies get the win. We're going to step aside. Jessica Benson's going to take you the rest of the way home. She'll have the NBA scoreboard. She'll update the NFL playoff game, which is just underway. And your second half highlights will also hear from Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins. My friend, always a pleasure to work with you every night, but especially on a day like today. And it's a lot of fun to be a part of this. It's a tremendous honor to share the table with you, as I've said, and it's a tremendous honor to be a part of this every year.
Likewise,
21 years of doing this, and your contributions to it do not go unnoticed, and certainly appreciate all that you do. And congratulations to our tremendous Sports Legacy Award winners again, Gary Payton, Lou Aldang, Nancy Lieberman, and Eddie George. They all incredibly deserving of the honor bestowed upon them today. Jessica Benson will take you the rest of the way home. Grizzlies make it 10 in a row, 136-106 over the Phoenix Suns. Wednesday night, Cleveland coming to town. Get those tickets, 901-888-HOOP. Grizzlies and Cavs, a battle of two of the top defensive teams in the league. Grizzlies looking to make it 11 straight before they head out on the road. JB takes you home. For Elliot Perry, I'm Eric Hasseltine. So long, everybody.
You're gonna do it again. Imagine you open up that box, you see that beautiful piece of jewelry. It was a gift, or maybe it's an engagement ring. And every time you look at it from now through the rest of your life, you're going to relive that beautiful moment over and over again. And that's why we do what we do at Robert Irwin Jewelers. It's not just the transaction. It's about the people. That's why we're here. We believe in putting the right piece of jewelry in the right person's hand because we know what it means to you. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices. Robert Irwin Jewelers, or online at rijewelers.com. Free financing.
Rehearsals for the school play were really coming along.
Bigger smile, Mr. Squirrel?
Until a custodian accidentally threw away the costumes.
Oh, no.
Everyone was rattled. Miss Garrity forgot how to play. And the Queen of the Hedgehogs almost quit.
Find a new queen.
But replacement costumes were shipped with FedEx. And with added peace of mind from picture proof of delivery, everyone could focus on the perfect opening night. FedEx, where now meets next. For residential delivery only.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
It's flu season. Protect yourself and loved ones with a seasonal flu shot from the Shot Nurse. Plus, to save yourself a trip, you can safely get the flu shot at the same time as other vaccines, including the latest bivalent COVID-19 booster. And the flu shot is free with most insurance. Get the protection you need with a personal touch at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy.
Protection you need with a personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
For nearly 18 years, we've been delivering brand new vehicles right there in the Memphis market. And now we're excited to announce that Red River has a Toyota store right here in Wynn, just a short hop across the river to get the best deal on a new Toyota than anywhere else in your state or our state. Or we can bring it right to Memphis and drop it off in your driveway. You can order yours online right now at redrivertoyota.com and we'll bring it to you. So check us out at redrivertoyota.com or come see us and win.
Frame Corner is proud to serve the custom framing needs of Memphis area artists, designers, and businesses. Frame Corner designers are experts in preservation and bring years of experience when it comes to matching your specific design style. Frame Corner specializes in framing fine art originals and prints, professional photography, sports, and cultural memorabilia. Locally owned and operated to fit the needs of Memphis. Frame Corner. We frame for Memphis. We frame for you. Located at 5035 Park Avenue or visit framecornermemphis.com.
Valley Sports Southeast is your network for Memphis Grizzlies basketball.
Sensational!
Tune in to see John Morant and the Beale Street Bears conquer the court all season long. Watch live on the same channels, including UVerse Channel 1727, DirecTV and DirecTV Stream Channel 649-2, and Xfinity Channel 1251, or stream on Valley Sports Plus or the Valley Sports app.
Yes, sir.
Valley Sports Southeast, the Grizzlies grind here.
Sonic has something delicious for you. Hey, announcer guy, that's your cue.
Try the new Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese. Savory steak mixed with grilled onions, topped with crispy bacon and melty American cheese, plus creamy mayo and tangy barbecue sauce. Or try it spicy with zesty cheese sauce and jalapenos.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm definitely craving that previously mentioned thing.
Sonic Steak and Bacon Grilled Cheese.
Sonic.
Limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
Welcome back into the Memphis Grizzlies postgame show brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. Jessica Benson with you here following the Grizzlies' 136-106 win over the Phoenix Suns on the 21st annual MLK Day celebration game. Let's take a listen to some of those second half highlights. This was a 3-point game at the half. It was tied early in the third quarter, and then the Grizzlies did what the Grizzlies tend to do in those third quarters. Best third quarter scoring team in the NBA. Desmond Bane knocks down a three to get it started. Puts them up 81-74.
Morant inbounds for Bane. Bane left sideline. Catch and shoot three is good. Ring it up. Put three on the board for Desmond Bane.
The tidal wave comes fast. John Morant and one put the Grizzlies up 102-81.
Morant blows by two defenders. Hangs, bangs, scores, takes the contact from Ayton, and John Morant with an incredibly athletic move brings the fans to their feet. 3:07 left in the third. He hung in the air, double clutched it home. After Ayton got his two free throws, Morant goes on the attack, and he's got 26.
John Morant was out there literally doing a little dance saying, "You can't guard me," and that's precisely what was the case for the Phoenix Suns. John Morant leading all scorers tonight with 29 points. Grizzlies led 107-88 going into the fourth. Back-to-back 39-point quarters for the Grizzlies as they had that in the second and then the third and led by 19. Going into the final frame, Brandon Clark with a jam to put the Grizzlies up 122-93.
Jones on the left wing, picked up by Damian Lee. Gives for Bane, top of the arc, bounces for Clark. Clark to the rim. Oh, he jams over Dario Saric, soaring into the Memphis night off a beautiful pick and roll. Brandon Clark says, yeah, Ja's got hops, but so do I.
And a little bit later on in the fourth quarter, David Roddy hits a three to put the Grizzlies up 127-96.
Clark back to Jones, and Jones will set up the offense from in between the circles. 10 on the shot clock. Jones feeds left corner Roddy. Catch and shoot three. Bring it up. Put three on the board right over Damian Lee. It is a 31-point Grizzly lead and an MLK Junior Day beatdown in Memphis right now.
And the Grizzlies win by 30, 136-106. Let's take a listen to Taylor Jenkins following tonight's win.
Well, first, the IQ, high level, I always say that, but, they definitely, I think, towards the end of the second quarter adjusted. Obviously, they were trying to dare him, from the three-point line. We were trying to get good screening angles, but they were just determined to get underneath and pick him up lower. He just stepped into shots, rhythm shots. Once that first one went down, he wasn't going to hesitate. And then when they adjusted to over, then he was able to thrive in that department too, getting downhill, getting to the rim. So just really impressive that he can just see what they're throwing at him, heck of a game.
Taylor, what were the notable adjustments you made defensively from the first half to the second half?
just, more urgency, more determination to be the more competitive physical team. I told them at halftime, I said, hey, it's a competitive game right now, but it's going to come down to who's going to be the more competitive team in the second half. This team's not going to slow down for the last 24 minutes. You got the pace of the game. They're sharing the ball. They're getting to their spots on the floor with ease. We got to figure out a way, just, man on man, just being more physical. Our rotations, our activity was better. They still got some good looks, but, we were heavy contesting. We were kind of forcing them into, kind of rush shots, and it was a lot of it just how we started possessions and finished possessions. So we didn't adjust really anything game plan. We just said, let's just ratchet up what we're supposed to be doing and doing it better. And they did.
Taylor, so tonight, Tyus 10 points, 8 assists, BC 13.6 rebounds, 6-8 shooting. It just seems like over the past 4 years, they've just been a constant reliability for y'all. Just how have you seen those two just continue to build on that reliability and lead the charge for the second unit?
Yeah, I mean, those guys have great chemistry that's, formulated over the, the 3+ years that they've been together. Obviously BC was out a couple of games. I thought X did a beautiful job, in that spot. And then when BC comes back, he finds his groove against Indiana. But tonight, showcases what BC does, blocking shots, flying around the floor, next play action. That's where Tyus thrives, constantly moving the offense. And then they just found the sweet spot. Multiple guys finding him in that kind of like half roll spot, high level finishes for sure. But those guys have developed a really good rapport. And especially as that second unit, we've got multiple guys that, will play with them. Dez usually plays with that group too. Another guy that really just gets the offense going. But when those guys are playing like that, that just, speaks to the depth that we have on our team.
Taylor, you've won 10 games in a row. In terms of, you're trying to progress towards an end goal here several months down the line. What do you think you've accomplished as a team during this stretch?
I wouldn't say anything accomplished. We're just improving. There's no finished product whatsoever. I think I said it the other day, we're just trying to find different ways to win ball games, especially at this juncture of the season when you're midway mark. But I've just constantly challenged our guys to just continue to put the work in, really trying to find our standard for 48 minutes. I think we're doing it more often than not. You're never going to pitch a perfect game, but are we going to have that mentality? Guys are stepping up into different roles. We always talk about no matter who's playing, we've got a standard that we play by. We're cleaning up some things offensively with our ball movement, our spacing. When we've got that energy, then we start knocking down shots, and then defensively, there's always things we can work on. But when we're locked into our game plan, we got great rotations. Guys setting a tone early in possessions. We're really hard to beat there, but there's always things to clean up.
Taylor, kind of going off that note, you guys won 11 in a row last year. It's obviously a different team, but do you feel there's a different level of maybe confidence, just awareness of what you guys can do now, maybe versus last year when you guys were kind of on that streak?
I think we're always confident, and a word I've used, since obviously we played the Phoenix Suns last, we lost to them right after Christmas at home. We had to take stock of like, well, we got to get better in a lot of areas. All the things I just listed off. So we've always got that confidence, but if you got that confidence, you got to back it up with your play. You got to back it up with your urgency every single night, home games, road games, no matter who's playing, in and out for us, in and out for them. I say that all the time, but that's truly what it comes down to. We're getting better. That's gonna be my main focus. It's one day at a time. We'll watch some film tomorrow and get ready for a really tough Cavs team on Wednesday.
Taylor, is the win more satisfying when it comes on a day like today and what it means to the city of Memphis?
Well, I mean, I'm obviously proud of how our guys played and responded, but, I'll be the first one to say you got to throw basketball out the window when we talk about today. This is a special day in and of itself, whether you win a game, you lose a game. It's a humbling experience to, watch our honorees before the game, obviously legends of the sport, but what they're doing in their communities, here, obviously, but abroad, is really special to, recognize Gary, Luol, Nancy and Eddie. I thought that was awesome. There's so many events that go on before this. I said in my, pregame presser, this city has a lot of history and we carry that out every single day, that we get to be on this platform, to represent, this great city, the history here, to speak on behalf of Martin Luther King Jr. JJ said some beautiful words, to the crowd and all that, to get the applause. But, today's about that, the legacy that he has left, but that we've got to each and every one of us carry on. So proud to be the head coach here to win a basketball game, but more so I woke up this morning really thinking about him, the messages that I was going to send out to the team, to the public and all that, but we all have an obligation to make this world a better place. And he was one of the most beautiful people that epitomize it every single day. And I'm just so glad the league, our team, organization, we carry that out. And hopefully it's a 365 thing. I say that all the time because that's truly what it's got to be.
Taylor, what was the explanation that you were given on Dylan Brooks's technical?
Yeah, I think it was just his reaction. So, yeah.
going off of that, I think he's at 13 technicals now. You know, as a coach, I'm sure that's something you're aware of, but is there a conversation that you have with him now, knowing that, you know, he's an important piece for what you want to accomplish the rest of this season, being that, you know, he's close to that suspension threshold?
Sure, of course. You know, he and I will talk about it. You know, I don't want to ever, you know, for him to ever lose his competitive fire. So definitely something that's kind of staring us in the face that we got to be smart about.
Does the last loss to the Suns, does that feel like a long time ago to you now at this point?
Yeah, I think it was 3 weeks ago. Definitely, you know, sometimes games last week feel like forever ago, but you know, definitely the last loss that we had, you know, really sticks out to me in the fashion that we lost too. So that's why I'm challenging our guys to respond every single day, whether, you know, we're playing on the road and we're winning big or we're winning close. There's just different ways to win a ball game. You know, that one was not representative of the Grizzlies, and I think our guys have really taken stock. As I said, woke up and said, hey, this is where we got to get better at. Who knows what the result's going to be, but we've got to be able to control what we bring every single night. Great. Thanks, everybody.
That was Memphis Grizzlies head coach Taylor Jenkins following tonight's 136-106 win over the Phoenix Suns. Going back to his comments on the MLK Day celebration game, just perfect words from Taylor Jenkins. Obviously, 10 straight wins is awesome. It's something to be celebrated for this team, but this day means so much more, and the Grizzlies work so hard to ensure a complete and total MLK Day celebration that appropriately honors and reflects the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And once again, that was the case here in Memphis today, from the Earl Lloyd Sports Symposium to everything in between. Just a tremendous job from the Grizzlies and the NBA on this 21st year of celebrating MLK Day within the NBA. And the Grizzlies do get a big win tonight, 136-106. Again, it feels like a blink and it happens kind of deal for this Grizzlies team, the best third quarter scoring team in the NBA, and it's almost like they're playing with their food and then come out of the half and just put the gas on. And that's what happened today against the Suns. Suddenly you look up and Jaren Jackson Jr. has 6 blocks, and John Moran and Desmond Bane are combining for 57 points and 13 assists. And this team has 6 players scoring in double figures, with Ja and Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr., along with Brandon Clark, Tyus Jones, and David Roddy off the bench, all of them in double figure scoring tonight. And then you look and Dylan Brooks has 9 and Steven Adams has 8 points with 9 rebounds. And it's just a full team effort for this Grizzlies team. Obviously the Suns are struggling. And when you think back to that last Grizzlies loss that happened in Phoenix as a part of that big Christmas trip, and since then the Grizzlies haven't lost a game. And since then the Phoenix Suns have lost 9 of their last 10, and it's been tough as they try to navigate without Devin Booker. That's obviously a huge loss for them. And they were also without Chris Paul and Cameron Johnson and Cam Payne tonight as well. So we will see what they look like when they are a healthier version of themselves. But for the Grizzlies, they continue to do what they've done during this winning streak, and that is to not overlook teams, to not overlook rosters and roster watch and record watch and get caught sleeping in big opportunities. And they play on national television tonight, and to see John Morant out there doing his little dance on national TV and once again asserting himself as one of the best shows in the NBA, leading this Grizzlies team as one of the best shows in the NBA. It was a fun time and a good celebration by all. As the Grizzlies win their 10th straight, they will look to tie the franchise record of 11 straight wins. That's an achievement that they had last season. They will look to do that on Wednesday when the Cleveland Cavaliers come in the building. The Cavs took care of the Pelicans earlier tonight. We'll give you that score along with all the other scores from around the NBA. A busy night, and we'll also catch you up on the final game of wild card weekend in the NFL, expanding into Monday night as the Cowboys and the Bucks facing off this evening. We'll catch you up on all of that. And still ahead, it's Grizzlies Postgame Live. Bennett Doyle and John Roser will take your calls tonight. If you want to write down that number to get ahead of it, it's 901-445-0929. We'll be back with more here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Cool fall evenings have finally arrived. Is your furnace ready? With a simple phone call to Landmark Heating and Air, you can ensure your home comfort system is operating at peak efficiency. Our central heating system tune-up ensures your furnace is operating safely and efficiently and reduces the likelihood of a breakdown, so you can enjoy worry-free comfort all season long. And for every tune-up scheduled in October, we'll donate $10 to the Mid-South Food Bank. Schedule your tune-up today at 365-4260 or visit us at landmarkheatingandair.com.
This season, Let It Fly Sports Bar is your NBA headquarters. Catch all the Grizzlies games and more. Let It Fly Sports Bar is giving the Memphis area a unique dining experience while giving access to tons of sports channels in high definition. Founded by Mike Miller, former standout for the Memphis Grizzlies, Let It Fly captures the energy of what Memphis sports is all about. Let It Fly Sports Bar, 9091 Poplar in Germantown. Check out the great menu and more at letitflymemphis.com. Go Grizzlies.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs, the toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It would be East Memphis Ace Hardware, locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station. It's your place to fix those everyday things that need taken care of. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
I often say that the best time of year at Oak Hall is the holidays, and it's a great time of year. But I want to correct myself, because the best time of year is the semi-annual sale directly after the holidays, and it is going on now. The same beautiful clothing, the same helpful people, all of that, plus some of the best prices of the year. Men's and women's fall and winter clothing on sale now at the semi-annual sale at Oak Hall.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise here. I've covered my share of disasters, and I can tell you the people of ServiceMaster by Cornerstone are the experts when it comes to disaster cleanup. They use all modern methods to repair the damage, be it a home gutted by fire or a 5-story commercial building racked by storm damage, with a laser focus on getting your home or commercial building back to normal. ServiceMaster by Cornerstone has the respect of risk insurance adjusters and emergency contractors. It will save your business or home. Make the wise choice for disaster cleanup. ServiceMaster by Cornerstone.
At Mountain Dew, we'd like to remind you that the world as we know it would not exist without the number 0, which is why at Mountain Dew, we'd like to recognize the number 0 for making Mountain Dew Zero Sugar possible. Even with no sugar, it packs all of the bold citrus kick Dew Nation knows and loves. It's so good, you have no reason not to try it, as in 0. Get it? Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. It's zero sugar, all dew.
Basketball season is in full swing, and it's time to take the court with BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA and official sportsbook partner of the Memphis Grizzlies. Download the BetMGM app today and make every play and every basket mean more than ever. When you sign up, you'll enjoy instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, daily promotions, and much more. The BetMGM app is the best way to experience the thrill of wagering on the Grizzlies and all your favorite NBA teams. Download the app to take the king of sportsbooks with you wherever you go and get ready to turn game time into showtime with BetMGM all season long. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Tennessee only. For problem gambling support, call the Tennessee Red Line at 800-889-9789.
Welcome back into the Memphis Grizzlies postgame show, brought to you by Caesars Sportsbook. A 30-point Grizzlies win over the Suns to cap off the 21st annual MLK Day celebration game. 136-106, the final here. John Morant led all scorers with 29 points. He hit 5 threes, all coming in the first half, one shy of his career high from the three-point line. Desmond Bane right behind him with 28 points on a 10 of 12 shooting night for Desmond Bane. Very efficient as the Grizzlies win their 10th straight game and improve to 30-13 on the season. Sorry, had a brain glitch there. It was a busy day around the NBA. 9 games in action. The team with the best record in the NBA keeps on winning as the Boston Celtics take down the Hornets 130-118. Just a common casual 51-point night for Jason Tatum, who led the Celtics on a 15-23 shooting night, 7-12 from the three-point line. Also had 9 rebounds and 5 assists. The Bucks came back to beat the Pacers 132-119. Drew Holiday, 35 points, 11 assists to lead Milwaukee in the win. Miles Turner had 30 points for the Pacers in the loss. The Cleveland Cavaliers, who come into FedEx Forum on Wednesday to face the Grizzlies, beat the Pelicans 113-103. Darius Garland, 30 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds to lead the Cavs. Jarrett Allen, 24 points and 11 rebounds tonight for Cleveland. The Warriors beat the Wizards 127-118. Steph Curry, 41 points on 12 of 28 shooting with 6 of 15 from 3. The Hawks beat the Heat 121-113. DeJounte Murray, 28 points to lead Atlanta. Jimmy Butler had 34 points in the loss for Miami. The Knicks fell to the Raptors in overtime, 123-121. Fred VanVleet, 33 points to lead Toronto tonight. The Jazz beat the Timberwolves 126-125. Walker Kessler, 20 points and 21 rebounds to become the first Utah rookie to ever have a 2020 game in franchise history. Anthony Edwards had 29 points in the loss for Minnesota. And the late game tonight has yet to tip off. That's Rockets-Lakers coming up at 9:30. But in the NFL, wild card weekend coming to an end with the final game in the NFC as the Cowboys lead the Bucs 6-0. Tom Brady just threw a red zone interception, his first red zone pick since 2019. Shout out to John Roser for the stat help. Dak Prescott threw the touchdown to Dalton Schultz. Ben Doyle really happy that Dalton Schultz had that first touchdown for the Cowboys tonight, but they did miss the extra point. So a 6-0 Dallas lead with 12 minutes to play in the first half. That will do it for the Grizzlies postgame show, brought to you by Caesar Sportsbook. But don't go anywhere, because Grizzlies postgame live is next. John Roser, Bennett Doyle here to take your calls and talk about tonight's Grizzlies win. If you want to call in, that's 901-445-0929. I'm Jessica Benson. I'll be back with you on Wednesday evening when the Grizzlies take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll be right back here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
That's tonight's Grizzlies postgame show. Thanks for tuning in for the excitement of NBA basketball. Tune in next time for another night of exciting Memphis Grizzlies basketball, right here on the Memphis Grizzlies Radio Network.
Journey in concert. Freedom Tour 2023. Saturday, April 1st at FedEx Forum. Journey with very special guest, Toto. Tickets on sale now at JourneyMusic.com. Don't miss Journey Live. Produced by AEG Presents.
It's time to discover your new Kia at Gossett Kia Covington Pike and Gossett Kia South in Memphis. From 23 Kia Stinger with amplified power and high performance to 23 Telluride with upscale interior and rugged exterior, or the all-new electric Kia EV6 5-passenger crossover with up to 310 miles of EPA estimated all-electric range on a single charge, plus a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So think Gossett Kia for your next adventure. Warranties a limited powertrain warranty. Kia.com.
Breathing easy requires good lung health. However, there are signs your lungs may not be healthy. A persistent cough may be a warning sign of lung disease, such as COPD, asthma, post-COVID lungs, or cancer. Other symptoms to look out for include feeling short of breath, wheezing, losing weight, coughing up blood, or chest pain. Don't ignore or dismiss these symptoms. Call Mid-South Pulmonary and Sleep Specialists at 901-276-2662 to schedule your lung health screening. It's a matter of life and breath.
Hey, Memphis Grizzlies fans, did you know that at any given time, there are 100 million pieces of litter on the state's roadways? And each year, the Tennessee Department of Transportation spends over $23 million picking up litter off the streets, rivers, lakes, and streams. Everyone can play a role in keeping Tennessee clean and safe. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can get involved in the movement to end littering.
The NBA has nonstop action all season long, and with League Pass, you get more of the league you love, now for $49.99. Watch more live games, more expert analysis, more of your favorite NBA shows, with more streaming options on all your favorite devices. Sign up for League Pass now at the new halftime price of $49.99. NBA League Pass. Start a 7-day free trial at NBA.com/WatchLeaguePass. Blackouts may apply.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
I'm with John Burgos from the world-famous Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948.
Brett, we have catered parties all over this country and all over the world, from Singapore, Australia to Central Park in New York. But many people don't realize how much we do locally. For holiday events, office parties, tailgating, birthday parties, you can't do better than the Rendezvous. For example, you can get a cheese and sausage tray for 15 to 300 people for $3.75 a person. You can even build your own nacho bar for $10.50 per person. All you need is a minimum of 15 people. In many cases, we can arrange delivery and full-service catering. We've even made it easy to get to-go items. You can just park at our front door in the alley, put on your flashes, and we'll get you going ASAP. For all your catering items and prices, go to hogsfly.com, click on menu, and drop down to catering.
Thank you, John. The Rendezvous, Mr. Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous in the Alley since 1948 and celebrating its 75th year.
This is WMFS FM and HD1 Bartlett, WMFS Memphis, 92.9 FM ESPN.
An Odyssey station.
Now it's Grizzlies post-game live on Memphis' sports station, 92.9 FM ESPN.
And welcome in Grizzlies game night here, 92.9 FM ESPN. John Roser alongside Bennett Doyle. Grizzlies get the win tonight, 136-106. Grizzlies move to 30-13. The Suns fall to 21-24. John Morant with 29, a game high. And Desmond Bain had 28. Jaren Jackson Jr., 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 blocks. And then you got 3 guys in double figures off the bench, and David Roddy, Brandon Clark, and Tyus Jones. If you want to get a call in and talk about today's game, tonight's game, this afternoon's game, whatever you want to call it, 901-445-0929, 901-445-0929, 901-445-0929. Bennett Doyle.
Yes, sir. My first thoughts from tonight were, sometimes in like an NBA game, when a team keeps it close, you're like, anything can happen, right?
Right.
But in that first half, as Phoenix kept the game close, I never once thought that the Grizzlies weren't going to be able to run away with that thing when they came out after halftime, because Phoenix was getting some wide open looks from 3 in that first half. And it just felt like, man, if the Grizzlies can just tighten it up a little bit defensively, they are going to be able to handle this shorthanded team that's just not a good team right now in the second half. It just felt that way. And, they turned it up a notch in the second half.
No, I said earlier today at work, I was like, I think we're going to kill them. Like, I think we're going to run them out of the building. Because, one, they still have the memory of Phoenix coming in here and killing them on that one night.
Yep.
And then, too, as you see, there's no Chris Paul, there's no Devin Booker. Phoenix has been reeling. So it was only a matter of time, and you come at a halftime, and you hold them to, 41 points in the second half, and you run away with it. 901-445-0929. Miss Betty, how are you?
I am great, and it was a wonderful game, and I had revenge in my heart.
Yes,
and
so did the Grizzlies.
They did. Start off a little slow, and I said I didn't understand why, especially with shorthanded as the Suns were. But in the third quarter, they turned it up. They, became the defensive team and was active around the basket. So I was very pleased. I enjoyed myself. I really, really did. And I got a chance to meet Bennett Doyle tonight. So
it was great to meet you.
He said that, and I'm super jealous.
Well, next time I'm right down below you guys. So it was a fun game, and plus I was really appreciative of how Jared handled the MLK information that he passed out. this has been a wonderful day of celebration and action, and I'm glad that we didn't lose sight of that, and we haven't in all the times that I've come. So it's been a good day, a good afternoon, evening, whatever we call this, and I just want to say, go Grizz. Talk to y'all later.
Go
Thanks,
Grizz.
Miss
Thank
Betty.
you, Miss Betty. Really appreciate it. Absolutely right. 901-445-0929. Kay, you're up.
Well, I feel like Miss Betty just stole my thunder. She said all that I wanted to say. Hey guys, great win. Love these Grizz. The 21st celebration of Martin Luther King Jr. here in this city means so much. So to have our guy, have Jaren Jackson Jr. be the face of that for the league, that was so dope. John did his thing, Dez did his thing, but talk to us about Jaren Jackson Jr. as Defensive Player of the Year. I'm out.
Jaren Jackson Jr. should absolutely win Defensive Player of the Year. Thank you for the call, Kay. Jaren Jackson Jr. 100% should win Defensive Player of the Year. There's this narrative going around by some national media that he doesn't play enough minutes because he's in foul trouble. That is not the reason he doesn't play a ton of minutes. There have been some games where he has gotten in foul trouble, but it's not really that many of them if you really go and look at it. He hasn't played as many minutes. One, he has been on a minutes restriction, as Chris Harrington said this. Chris Harrington for the Daily Memphian, he said this. He's been on a minutes restriction. The other thing, too, is they're blowing teams out. Like, he's not going to play a ton in the fourth quarter when you're blowing teams out. Like, he had no fouls tonight and played 25 and a half minutes. There's no reason for him to play any more than that. You're up a 30.
There was one play. It was so outrageous. He blocks Bismack Biyombo and it was like such a good block. It actually knocked the ball into the basket. Like it was like such an improbable block that it actually knocked the ball into the basket. They get the points, but like the dude is just going after everything. Like he is the most tenacious defender around the rim in the NBA. Like I'm with you 100%, man. Like there's just no one on the radar right now that is playing at a defensive level like Jaren Jackson Jr. He's got to be the front runner for that award.
I mean, the Grizzlies were near dead last in the NBA in defensive efficiency.
He comes back. That's right.
He comes back, and they're the best team in the league. They're literally the best team in the league defensively.
Yep.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is the best defensive player in the NBA. 901-445-0929. Adrian, you're up. Oh, fresh off the trip to Indiana.
Up? Yeah, hey. It was so crunk in there. I thought I was at the FedEx Farm for a minute.
I heard it was. I heard there were quite a few Grizzlies fans in that arena on Saturday.
Yes. Oh yes. It was unbelievable. I mean,
well, we got a lot of guys from there too. I mean, Jaws is insanely popular, but Jaren, Bane, Laravia are all from there.
Wow, I'm gonna tell you, Bane. Now I happen to. Had the fortune to be, to have a post-game pass. So in the sections where the post-game, families and friends and stuff, I mean, it was like a whole full section. And then on the other side of the floor, Bane had a whole section by himself.
Yeah, he bought a bunch of tickets for some inner city youth from the city that he was from to be able to come to that game.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And then to see the dunk of the year, oh man, that turned the whole arena into Grizzly fans.
Amazing. What'd you think about today?
Today, hey, it was awesome. And I think, to me, it's like I think every team when they start to play us, they hear Ja, saying that thing about looking over the West or whatever. So they're gonna come in there playing hard. You can expect that, but of course they're gonna run out of gas. They didn't have anybody, so that first half, they came in there. They wanted to do their thing again. They shocked us the last time. They wanted to try to do it again, but they just couldn't hang. I mean, our team is so good. I mean, it's like it's kind of unbelievable. How good this team really is.
They are. They're really good. They're really good. And Taylor says they're not complete yet. He said they're still trying to find. He said there's still more that they can do. There are things that they can do better. He said we haven't totally clicked. He basically was saying we haven't totally clicked yet, but we are definitely getting there and moving in the right direction.
Ooh, that's going to be scary.
It is
And we
absolutely
totally
going to
clicked.
be scary.
Oh man, hey, it was great meeting Bennett tonight. I
Good
met him,
meeting you too, my man.
Me
Good talking
and
to you.
Betty and Bennett, we were up there talking, so that was so cool.
My man.
Absolutely. Adrian, thank you for the call. We got to run. I got full phone lines here, so I got to move on. But have a safe drive home, man. We really appreciate it. Grizzlies win tonight, 136-106. Scott, you're up.
Yeah, our team is loaded. We've got one of the best three-point shooters in the league. We got the best rim protector in the league. We got one of the best defenders in the league. We got the best rebounder in the league. We got the best backup point guard in the league, and we got the best player in the league. So we are stacked, and we are ready to win the championship.
We will see. They are very young. I hope they do, but they are very young. It is weird, man. Teams typically this young do not win championships, but man,
well,
you can win the West. The West is wide open. You can have. I mean, they're tied for the best record of the West. There's no reason they absolutely could not come out of the West. And with Danny Green gonna be back soon, like you hope that gives you a little more shooting on the perimeter.
Well, our youth showed up last year in the playoffs, but I think this year it's on.
Yep. Maybe so. Maybe so. Look, if they shoot 43% from three in the playoffs, they'll win the whole thing. Right. There's definitely stats there with if they shoot like 35% from three, they win they win almost 90% of their games. So it's definitely possible. Man, that is I just want to talk about beating Phoenix, and man, you got riled up, Scott, about winning the NBA championship after this win. But hey, man,
what we got is Ja that can take over in fourth quarter when we need him, when he has to.
No, there's absolutely. They've got the guy. They do have the guy, and they've got the players around him that fit him. They have the requisite complementary pieces.
And they got the coaches.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have like 500,000 coaches on the bench. We got more coaches than players. There's a million of them. The Quarter Zip crew. Thank you for the call, Scott. We really appreciate it. Have a safe drive getting home. One more, and then we got to hit a break. So from Bartlett, what's up?
Hey guys, what's going on? I really enjoyed the game tonight. I took my 4-year-old son. It was his first time going to a Grizzly game.
Awesome.
So this has been a long time coming for me, and so glad I was able to take him. We're just building future and current Grizzly fans, and that's how it all starts. And that's just so happy to see that in Memphis. But yeah, like the caller earlier talking about the best player, best defensive player. Yeah, I thought he was going to forget about Taylor Jenkins, head coach of the year, man. What do y'all think about that? And also,
he should have won it last year. He should have won it last year. Everybody had the Grizzlies as a play-in team last year, and they won 56 games. He should have won it last year. He probably will not win it this year either, because everybody's going to look at old Grizzlies coach JB Bickerstaff, but they added Donovan Mitchell. Like, they should be really good. Jacques Vaughn with Brooklyn could. I will say, you know what? I'll give the guy from Boston some props just because of what he walked into.
Okay, I mean, I would say that if the Grizzlies, finish the season first in the West, he's got to be one of the front runners. There's just no doubt about it.
Mike Brown too in Sacramento, because the Kings are actually good for the first time in 20 years.
And then last question is, and I'll hang up, but thank you guys so much. I know John, he's fine in the West, but who do y'all think we really need to go to before we hit up Boston? Thanks, guys.
Who do what in the West?
Denver.
Denver and Golden State.
Denver's a machine.
Denver and Golden State. And I will tell you, Dallas has been a matchup nightmare for us the last couple of years. They already killed us once this year. Dallas is a matchup problem. That's what it has been, because you can't, and it's why Denver's the same reason Denver's a problem. You can't speed up Luka. You can't speed up Jokic. You watch those guys play, and it's like they're not crazy fast, but you can't. It doesn't matter the pressure you put on them. You do not speed them up. You play at their pace, and the game is played the way they want it to be played. So we appreciate the call. Have a safe drive getting home. That's going to do it for our phone calls tonight. When we get back, we'll talk about the upcoming schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm John Roser. He's Bennett Doyle. This is Grizzlies Game Night.
Frame Corner is proud to serve the custom framing needs of Memphis area artists, designers, and businesses. Frame Corner designers are experts in preservation and bring years of experience when it comes to matching your specific design style. Frame Corner specializes in framing fine art originals and prints, professional photography, sports, and cultural memorabilia. Locally owned and operated to fit the needs of Memphis. Frame Corner. We frame for Memphis. We frame for you. Located at 5035 Park Avenue or visit framecornermemphis.com.
It's flu season. Protect yourself and loved ones with a seasonal flu shot from the Shot Nurse. Plus, to save yourself a trip, you can safely get the flu shot at the same time as other vaccines, including the latest bivalent COVID-19 booster. And the flu shot is free with most insurance. Get the protection you need with a personal touch at the Shot Nurse. With 3 locations, it's fast, convenient, and easy.
Protection you need with a personal touch. The Shot Nurse.
Imagine you open up that box, you see that beautiful piece of jewelry. It was a gift, or maybe it's an engagement ring. And every time you look at it from now through the rest of your life, you're going to relive that beautiful moment over and over again. And that's why we do what we do at Robert Irwin Jewelers. It's not just the transaction. It's about the people. That's why we're here. We believe in putting the right piece of jewelry in the right person's hand because we know what it means to you. Bigger, brighter diamonds, better prices. Robert Irwin Jewelers, or online at rijewelers.com. Free financing.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for the everyday things you need to take care of around the house. The squeaky hinges and burned out bulbs, the toilets that run and faucets that don't. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It would be East Memphis Ace Hardware, locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station. It's your place to fix those everyday things that need taken care of. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their stuff. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
Consumer investigator Andy Wise.